Hi, folks. I don't often these days go live on the weekends, but today we have a special guest, so I'm live. I'm gonna wait my usual 2 minutes for the ads to break. And I'll see you on the other side. Turn that down on my end instead of on your end, so I can hear me. I'm gonna try. This is a little scuffle. Intro. Hello. I have hit the go live button, so we are live on my stream now.
Okay,
as well.
You are live. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and swap over then.
All right.
And I'm also gonna position us in a way that shows them.
Yeah, a little better. Okay. Yeah, we can see however we did to move me, maybe. Once we get the game up, we won't be maybe eating the whole screen. Hello, everybody!
Hello!
Hi.
Oh my god, I made you so short. I gotta fix that
on
immediately.
my side, my head's covering chat, but that's okay. I'll just cover chat. It's fine. We don't need to see chat. We need to see the collaborators.
I am back. Hello, everybody.
Well, welcome back. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my 10 seconds of ads, but I think everybody who's watching right now is subbed, so I think we're good to say hello. I usually do my ad breaks the 3-minute every hour ad break because I hate the pre-reel thing for people who are rating it or whatever. I mean, sometimes you get hit with a million ads, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, did you want me to start the stream together? By the way.
Oh yeah, let's get that shared chat. Yeah. I did click on collab with you.
I wanted to wait for for you to swap over just so you were able to. They can't hear us. Oh my god, I didn't have my stuff on. Okay, now we can hear.
Hello. You should be able to hear her on my end. You probably if you let me know if you can't hear Aki on my stream. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Yes, hello, all of my people. If you aren't following Lita right now, also go do that right now.
Thank you.
Let's get that out of the way.
I don't think many of my viewers know you, although I think Metalord does. Hi, everyone. Yeah, guys, view my stream right now. Follow Aki. We've been chatting a little bit. Let's just really brief. We met on Blue Sky, actually. You just reached out and were like, hey, looking for other vampires. And I'm like, hey, that's me. I'm one of those. And you're like, hey, let's hang out. So you were already doing it? Thank you. Hi, Nat.
No, I made a point this year because I don't know a lot of vampire VTubers, and I was like, I think I should fix that because there's no way it's only me out here. So I was super happy when you reached out, and I've been gushing about you since we hung out last weekend because we had some time offline last weekend.
Well, thank you.
And I was like,
I'm so excited to collab with you. I feel like we met, and I said sure, I'd love to collab. We talked a little bit what games do we both own that are collab friendly. You do a lot of Dead by Daylight. I have not played a lot of Dead by Daylight, but I have played it. I have some friends that are regulars on it, and they're probably like, why are you not playing it more with us? You're playing it with her, but we'll play it more with everybody in the community at some point. But then we decided to just kind of do a test sesh to hang out last week. And yeah, we had such a great conversation that I was like, yeah, man, this is gonna be really fun, and I'm really excited to do it.
No, I was so excited. I was like, because I was literally, I think I was just like, the talking to you was so easy. And that's a really cool thing to happen. I just think that we just got into it. And I'm really excited just to do that again.
Yeah, hopefully we can remember all the stuff we talked about so we could talk about it again. But we'll just talk about other stuff. I don't know. should we do like yeah, I loved a yap, and I know you loved a yap. So we could like with good yappers, right?
Oh my god, do you want to introduce yourself, by the way?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I should do like we should do like formal introductions. So, hello everyone. My name is Countess Lita. I am a vampire. I am also a spider. I have spider parts, which are on my butt. But you can't see them. I gotta move out so you can see them. Let me zoom out.
You have a thorax?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Is that an invasive question?
Of course, my buttons aren't working. Well, oh well. I want to show off my model, but I can't. Okay, I'll find it. Hang on. I'll find it. I gotta find the button in VTube suit. That'd be a little bit. Okay. There we go. I got my spider bits.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Shut up.
Yeah, it's a
cool.
really, really cool. They retract. So I have my cybernetic spider butt, which is attached to my bag. Yeah, and that's my gimmick. That's my deal. I have been a teacher in the past, so with some of my streams, sometimes I do a little bit of what I call educational content, which can be actually educational. We've talked about AI, we've talked about Mars travel. Sometimes we bring on special guests. I bring on other professors to talk about various stuff on the stream. I try to make it actually educational. And then sometimes it's just me talking about Ninja Turtles lore for 4 hours.
Okay, well now we'll have to get into Ninja Turtle lore today, dude.
And I play weird indie games and horror games and sometimes retro. Lately, I've been doing a lot of retro. So that's me. Thanks for tuning in, and go ahead and give yourself an intro for my folks.
Of course. My name's Aki. If you don't know me, my name is Aki Ayamu. I am also a vampire, but my gimmick is that I'm a cat as well. Not really. So the technical term, because I am for D&D nerds, technically she is a vampire with a contract. She's like a warlock. She has a contract to a cat demon, which is why she has some of the feline features. I do actually have wings. That's my cool thing about my model that no one ever sees, because I always band them to the abyss because they're too much horizontally.
Spider, let's get away.
But yeah, I'm a vampire cat VTuber. I'm not nearly as cool. I do not do educational content because I've never had a coherent thought a day in my life. As Laka is kindly demonstrating, sometimes I sing now. That's kind of cool.
That's
sometimes
very cool. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. So I actually just released, I did a cover literally for the song titled Vampire because I had to be on brand.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so link the cover in chat. Everybody needs to see it.
I think Laka already did. My mods are like snipers, dude.
Nightbot did link it. Thank you.
No, so I do some singing. I'm trying to get a little bit more into ASMR. I'm really a big variety streamer. I like things that are a little spooky. Now why did we pin that? Now wait a damn minute.
Oh, you should pin. We're trying to be gracious about the covers. You know, I have wanted to do a cover, and I recorded a cover, but then my art never got done. So like, I don't know. It's kind of just been sitting in my backlog.
You absolutely should. If you need help with artists or you need don't bald me in front of the new people.
How embarrassing! You got your wig snatched.
Crazy.
I just snatched your wig.
Man, my own community forgets about this toggle until the second I'm trying to be cool, and then they ceaselessly remind me of its existence. I haven't seen this been used in like weeks. And today of all day, it has been the top redeem.
Embarrassing.
Why are you so bald? My mama.
Because it's art!
Because we will never... But yeah, so I do a lot of silly games. I do a lot of cozy, a lot of spooky games. And that's kind of my whole thing. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we co-work and sometimes we're quiet. But most of the time I'm just screaming into a microphone and hoping people listen.
Isn't that the way of streamers? But we were talking before the stream, and you actually stream every day.
Well, not every day, but I do stream back to back.
Yeah, you stream back to back.
I stream Wednesday through Saturday every day.
Oh, okay, got it.
Mm-hmm. So I do 4 days a week, but they are all back to back. There is no breaks in between.
I do
and sometimes I even do Sunday.
Oh, yeah. My schedule used to be Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. I have been skipping a lot of Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I've been skipping a lot of Saturdays because I've been going outside more, which is both good and bad because I'm not streaming, but I'm seeing things. But I got some cons coming up, so. But this is nice. This was a nice Saturday that I was actually free to do this, so.
Oh my gosh, I love conventions. I've been going to anime con since I was like a little girl.
Oh my gosh, me too.
I was so into the cosplay scene for so long.
Oh yeah. I'm excited to hear about your cosplays. I'm finally planning a cosplay again. I haven't done a cosplay in a couple years.
Oh my god, can you say who you're gonna do?
Yeah, I
don't know.
I'm doing Blonde Blazer from Dispatch because I played Dispatch last year, or early this year, I guess. I played it this year. And gosh, I had a good time playing it. I thought it was really fun. I don't really have the build for Invisigirl. So, I'm going with Blazer. Yeah. Plus, I like Blazer. I actually romanced her. I thought she was really... If you haven't played Dispatch, it's pretty neat. It's very...
I have not, but I do know the character. I've seen a lot of clips of it, and that's really cool. Thank you, guys. Everybody's being all nice.
And the cosplay that I used to do Pomu Rainpuff before she retired from VTubing. I mean, I know she technically is still around, but I'm a big VTuber fan, so I watch a lot of VTubers. I used to do Pomu. And then I would hand out badges. I would hand out RipCon ribbons to people with Pomu on them. So it was kind of my gimmick for a couple years.
That's so cute, though.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Oh
I
my
had a good time doing that. Who's your cosplaying right now?
So I haven't cosplayed in a little bit because that requires going outside. Right? It really, I think so. Here's the big thing. I've kind of swapped from cosplay once a year and going to a convention once a year to I really got into Ren Fair.
Oh,
so I would be going to Ren Fairs like crazy and dressing up in like garb. So I've done a pirate. I've done like a maid, like a fairy. I've done like just a normal maid. So that's been really fun.
For a couple years, I was doing White Mage at Ren Fair, White Mage from Final Fantasy. And that's great because it's super comfy. You can hang all your stuff from your belt. The last Ren Fair I went to, it rained. And I got rained on, and the red, because the dress is red and white, the red bled into the white, and now it's pink, so I don't think I can wear it anymore. I think it's ruined. I threw it in the wash, and that made it worse, of course. But, that was my fault for not pre-washing the fabric before I sewed the dress. So it's a big rookie mistake.
I did not know that you needed to sew the like I didn't know you needed to wash it before you sew until like my mother actually is the one who taught me that lesson because she would make me these like little Easter dresses once a year, and so I would pick a fabric from the store and she would tell me I need to wash things because then I just throw it in with like all of the other color clothing and then I'd come out with like tie-dye clothes.
Yeah, I was always impatient when I started sewing my cosplays. I was the same way. I would buy the stuff at Joann's and just immediately take it home and start sewing on it. And I would never pre-wash anything. And now that's coming home to roost when a lot of my cosplays they can't be washed because they get ruined. But I think I wore that like for 4 Ren Fairs, so maybe it's okay to throw it in the trash. It feels bad. It feels bad to throw my work away, but I'm one of those people that likes to hoard nerd stuff, which can be both good and bad. I have so much nerd stuff. Oh gosh.
No, I do miss going to the Ren Fairs as much. This is the first year I haven't gone. But you were mentioning how you you cosplayed VTubers because you've been really involved in the VTuber scene. I think that's really interesting. Not like in a bad way, because I think most VTubers had been pretty... I actually had never heard of a VTuber.
Really?
Kind of really up until I started being one. And that kind of is what, thrusted me into the scene. So, hearing people's experiences with things like Gargura and, with, Mori Calliope and stuff, just from, years and years. And just being completely... Because I was a PNG tuber for a very long time.
Okay,
but
yeah.
I didn't really,
I got Patware in the chat, so I'll say the first time I ever heard of a VTuber was Patware linking me clips from VTubers, and I was like, what is going on? I think the first one you linked was, Hachima with a cake, and I was like, why is this anime girl mad? I didn't understand the context of the clip, and I don't know if you know who Hachima is, but Hachima cooking is kind of my first experience with VTubing, watching Hachima cooking. And Hachima is a HoloLive VTuber. She just came back from a hiatus, but I feel like I would get along with her if not for the language barrier, because she's also a big lover of spiders, and she has a spider outfit. And she's a terrible cook, so she's actually cooked a spider.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I'm sorry. Can you run that back? Yeah. She did what with a spider?
She cooked a
Hold
spider. A whole tarantula.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's such a famous stream. She cooked a tarantula, and I was like, wow, that's powerful. She's very powerful. And then from there, I think Hololive did their English debut in 2020 during like COVID and all that shit. So I remember watching like Mori Calliope's first scuffed ass debut stream where her shit was all busted and being like, oh, that looks like fun. I should get into that.
Oh my god, no. I do think Scuff was truly one of the first things I had saw with VTubers, because I think one of my first seeing VTubers outside of like friends of mine who had become them was like Amelie. So I had seen her, and she's known for her Scuff, and I was like, girl, what's happening here? Because I don't understand it. I haven't had a PC for more than 5 years. And but like watching that kind of stuff and how people react is so funny.
Yeah, and you learn the technical bits of it as you go. You learn how to debug the. Oh, you got giant.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm going to return. Hold on. Hold on. See, now you're banned from the redeem, everybody.
Ancient clip. Yeah, I had a different model. When I first started, I drew my whole model myself. So it was not as like well designed as this model. And eventually I like hired a great designer and a great artist to like create a good persona, and I'm just so happy with, you know, what I've been able to accomplish. So this is my second year now, going on 3 years of VTubing on this account. So yeah, oh my gosh, no, I just debuted this one. So for a very long time I was a little PNG tuber, and I wasn't too terribly different from how I look now. I've really kind of like, when I first created a character, I kind of stuck with it and I ran with it. But when I first started, I wasn't a vampire, actually. I was just like a cat and a bat hybrid, because I like bats and I like cats, and I wanted something that was kind of like e-girl themed. But about would it be about a year and a half ago? It was around August. It was around 2 years, really, now that I'm thinking about it. Wow. I went through a redesign where I got like a new outfit and kind of redesigned the character, and that's when she became a vampire, because I love vampires. Yeah. And then from there we started saving up for a debut. So this model debuted last September. Nice. And this was my first one. So I had like a little customizable for a long time. Oh, okay. Yeah, mine was debuted I think 2 Octobers ago at this point. So I'm going on my third year now, because I've had my second anniversary this last October for this model. And I just celebrated my stream anniversary because I started streaming before I started this VTuber. So my other VTuber was like my older one. So my stream anniversary this year, I did debut a ping tuber that's like a retro style. And that's been really fun, because then I play a retro game, I have more of a pixel art look. Oh, cool! Actually, I gotta see what it looks like. Okay, now I'm investigating. I can show it to you if you have it, to send it to me. Yeah, I will. That'd be so cool. Or you can watch the stream from Tuesday, because Tuesday's become my retro day. I got one more day of Mega Man Star Force. I think I'm gonna finish it next Tuesday. Then I'm gonna try to do another art stream. My community's like, try to do art streams. It's like, okay, I'm not that good of a drawer, but you know, I'm learning as I go. And I drew everybody's pets, so that was kind of fun. You drew everybody's pets? I like to draw animals. Yeah, I think it's fun to draw kitties and horses and birds and stuff. Easier than people. It's a win for me specifically. Yes, because that's true. I have a kitty. I could draw kitty. I could draw you. I don't know. I gotta draw people next time. It's gonna be scary. Oh my gosh! But no, you'll get through it. I think people like. I think the journey of art itself, because I truly believe that art is less a talent and more a skill. Absolutely. Because I think it's not something you're born with; it's something you cultivate. Oh, totally. And so I truly end up loving seeing like people just kind of explore that and kind of go into and just kind of like throw themselves into something, even if, because nobody is good at like any form of art or medium right off the bat. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's cool. To be kind to yourself when you're learning a new skill, and also it shouldn't be a new skill for me. I used to draw. It's one of those things where it's more like I'm just very rusty and haven't really done it a lot. But I've never been a great artist. I've always been pretty mid. So it's more about like how can I actually improve these old skills and maybe improve a little bit, because I did draw my first VTuber. But it just wasn't it wasn't as good as, you know, as a professionally done VTuber.
No, I've been very grateful. I've been surrounded by artists my whole life. Because the creative fields have been kind of the one my bread and butter. So as a result, I've just found myself like with friends and such like that. That's been able to open doors for me.
Mhm.
Because if I had to draw my own, dude, I wouldn't even be here right now. So that's really cool.
It kind of inched my way up into saving up enough to get the art done in a way that felt like, more complete and more designed. I think I'm really happy with is that there's just so much cool design elements and that they're really like were brought to life. So all the credits of the artists that have worked on my model and have made it cool. So
Yeah, being that you went through a debut process, I've now that I can actually speak on it I have as well. How did you kind of feel about like the debut process as a whole, like getting everything together and organizing?
I
If
felt
that makes sense.
like I let myself have really high expectations because I had seen like so many professional, like you watch Hololive and all those guys do their debuts, and
Mhm.
there's like a lot of work and effort that goes into it. And I thought, like, do I need a lore video? And for a while, I was like, I can't figure out how to put together a lore video. And you know what? I've still never put together a lore video. I just punted on that for it hasn't been a problem, right? Or like, do I need like a whole thing? So what I ended up doing was just a trailer, and this background of my. If you're on my stream, you can see my background. I did not have this the
Mhm.
first year that I started doing this. I was waiting to get back from the artist, so I had one that I got off Etsy, which I think in retrospect, like it was fine, but I have a feeling that there was some AI art, and it's like, well, you want to support artists when you can. So I hope that nobody looks at that and goes, ew, gross. But that was just like my intro background that I first started with. And I was always intending to get like a bespoke background for the stream. So I was really happy when it finally came together and I had my background done because this is like the place that's me, and it shows off my personality as well in my background. But sometimes you
Mhm.
don't have all the pieces, is the point that I'm making. Like when you first do your debut, sometimes you just have to put the pieces together from whatever you have and do it. My philosophy in life has always been never wait. Just go. Just do. Figure it out.
Mhm.
I hate waiting on things. So if I have to wait, I get very antsy, and I just start doing stuff. So I just started streaming, and it was good. It was great.
Yeah, no, I think so. I had a very, very meticulously planned debut, but it would not have been that way if it wasn't for like the people that I had surrounded myself with who had been through the process. Like my best friend just did their third debut, so had
Wow.
that in my ear, kind of talking to me the whole
Wow.
time. Which is why I was able, and I think for mine, like I definitely thought I had only ever seen hi, one of them in question.
Hi. Hello.
um, but and so whenever I was doing mine, because I mean, we've all been there. I think like because there's also a lack of knowledge. I know for a fact one day ages ago, I had a background on my screen. I looked at that post and I was like, "That's an AI background, isn't it? That's devastating.
Yeah.
That sucks. Not what
Yeah.
I wanted."
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's really hard to tell, especially if you
Right.
haven't built a discerning eye for it.
Yeah.
Because I think in a space where you're just getting used to what art looks like and what you
Hmm.
do and don't prefer, because you have to build preferences.
Right.
I
For
think
sure.
that like that's one of the biggest hurdles of getting into a field that is so centric around art and artists
Hmm.
is you have to develop preferences for what you like so you know where to go to seek.
Absolutely. You have to develop that taste profile. I think I've talked
Mhm.
about like in art, like having good taste is part of like being an artist, and finding the stuff that looks good and works for your brand is not always easy. You got to figure it out as you go, I think.
Mhm. No, absolutely. Because I think that like there was so much stuff in my debut that I was like that I had a completely different, like you were talking about backgrounds.
Hmm.
The background that I ended up going with was nothing like the background I had thought I was going to commission. This was so like it's kind of learning how you want to reflect yourself and your own brand too. And I
Do
just think that's cool.
you want to fire the game up? Do we want to do that?
Oh my
Because I
god.
think we're gonna
Yeah,
yap a lot while we're gaming.
absolutely. My game is open, so you
Mine
just let
is
me know
not,
when you are
so
ready,
I'm
and
gonna
I
boot
will work
that
on
up.
playing dolls with our models
Yeah,
to get us
definitely
positioned
get us
right.
in a spot. Yeah, where we're not covering up the. When I switch to my game view, I think we'll be smaller, but I don't want you to be totally off the screen. I'll figure it out.
Thank.
Swapping views?
Thank
No, okay, so you are ping. Your ping is on screen. Oh my god, your ping is huge. Probably
My
because
ping is on screen?
no,
Why is my ping on?
No, just because it's on my OBS. My OBS
Oh,
is
I
doing
see.
it. My OBS is
The
doing
gaming, it's not a Yap
No.
stream. It's not a Yap stream. But I knew it deep in my heart that this was gonna become a Yap
This
stream.
is a Yap
kind of
stream.
DVD on and for like
this
the
is
background.
This is sort of a Yap stream. We were gaming and yapping at the same time. I'm gonna move B like over here. There we go. Because I'm a big yapper. I'm like one of the yappers of all time. So just like I lived, like I said, I used to be a professor. I used to be a professor, so I get in front of people and yap. Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, that's so cool. I didn't realize you brought like actual professors, like other professors, because I knew that you were one, but I did not know you like for your educational streams. You had like actual. That's so cool, dude.
Yeah. So one of the things that I really like to do is bring on an expert. So if I'm not an expert on a topic, then I will bring on an expert. So professor of what? So this is gonna sound insane. I have taught game design, texturing, 3D modeling, animation, computer science, speech, and English.
I told you guys she was cool.
I am a vampire, so we get very bored living a very long time and learn a lot of things. So I just kind of teach whatever is interesting to me, and it turns out to be a lot of variety of things. I did work on video games very briefly. Not that weird. Okay, a very smart person. No, not really. Very ADHD person who can never lock into one interest and continually moves from thing to thing. But it's crazy to me that I taught math. I guess I'm good at math. I don't know. It's crazy.
See, that part's crazy to me. I love math. Math was my favorite subject in school. However, I flunked Calc 2. That was so bad.
Calculus is one of those things you don't use very much in life, so of course you're gonna dump it when you don't need it. But I have found, like, geometry, probability, those things actually are pretty useful to know as long as you're into video games. If you're into video games, I feel like you might want to know those things. So if you give me an invite...
Yeah,
I always forget how this works.
I have to click play. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, I have to click play, and then I will accept your... Great. WSTEM? Yeah, so I'm actually a coder. I'm currently a coder full-time. That's what I currently... A little bit of C#, a little bit of Python, a little bit of whatever gets thrown at me. So for a good game. So I'm pretty rusty at this game. We did play it last week. I only played Heather/Cheryl because I'm a big old Silent Hill stan.
And I love that about you.
Yeah. And you were saying you haven't played a lot of the single-player horror games.
I have not. So I have people who have been trying to convince me to play Resident Evil for a very long time. I definitely try to stay away from, we were talking about this because we were like, play it. Please! I can't go back! But I actually, because this leads to another thing we were talking about. I already have a really high heart rate, and so I can get, like, shaky sometimes with some games. And that's not like an excuse to evade it. But specifically with horror games and the idea of playing horror games for content, having to lock in for 3 hours with being violently nervous, has always felt very daunting to me. I remember I like cried on stream playing FNAF.
Oh wow! So yeah. I have not like had much experience with FNAF. Sorry, I'm gonna like fix. There we go. I have not much, but I did have a lore stream at one point because one of my friends and my composer, actually, who goes by Sun Kiki on here on Twitch now, who composed all my theme music, is like a big FNAF fan. So we did like a lore stream, and people all came out to like correct their lore understanding, and I was losing it. I was like, I don't know anything about FNAF. Y'all have fun talking about it with me. I'm arguing about it over my head because I don't know anything. And then I ended up watching the movies, but I've never played a FNAF game at all.
No, I've only played the first one, and I haven't beat it. I have the worst RNG. I've gotten like the worst, like the most aggressive robots known to man for some reason. Like I got killed RNG. Night 1 by a character that in theory isn't supposed to come out till night 3. And I was like, how?
Oh my god, that's so unlucky and so unfortunate. Okay, so I'm gonna yap, but then when I have to do these quick time events, it's already back.
By the way, she is coming. She is.
We have to do quick time events. I have to like lock in because I'm so bad at them.
No, you are so okay.
I'm learning. I'm getting better at it, but I gotta run. Do we know
because
who the killer
this gives
is
me
on
a
this
great
map?
time. It's Huntress.
Huntress. Okay, got it. One of these days, I'm gonna do another stream
currently with. Oh, hey, Queen.
A lot of FNAF is just up in the air, only a few concrete events. The lore is like pretty much just pantsed and made up as they go along from people's like theories, and then he decides which theories he wants to be true. So it's like terrible method of storytelling in my opinion. I think it's absolutely garbage, but on the other hand, it's very funny to talk about. Like I prefer when something is like authored thoughtfully, but on the other hand, every once in a while, something crazy like that is just pretty fun to discuss. So,
I've never been super big into the FNAF lore, but there is some games that do unlock like a little goblin in me. I know you were talking about you were like really into the lore for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes. Oh my God. Chat asked about that. And I'm like, are you sure you want to know the lore for Teenage Mutant Ninja? Are you sure you want to know? Are you sure? We had a really weird stream where I talked about some of the lore, and let me tell you, it gets pretty fucked up.
Is it like one of those like morbid lores where you wouldn't think it's so?
Well, when I do like a weird topic to talk about educationally, I kind of do it like a crab boiling, where I start with normal stuff that you already know, and then I work my way into the weird stuff that you don't necessarily know until you're being dipped in. Do I jump all the way to the end of the Ninja Turtles stream? I feel like you have to get it. I think you have to get the crab dipped effect. Basically, every single time Ninja Turtles, I'll do it this way. Every single time Ninja Turtles has April, they change April, because April's the character that is kind of the most. Get it? We're getting attacked. There's a blur in there. Any single time April is involved, they change her in some way, right? So they've changed her personality, they've changed her backstory, they've changed her character. Oh, whoa. Trying to get the other person off the hook. I don't want to be hooked. I got a knife.
No, you're fine. You did wonderful, actually.
Yeah, we're shaking.
You took the chase here, which lets me be able to get her.
Yeah. I'm just gonna let the villain chase me a little bit so you can get all the. Oh, now I have followed. Oh well. We're trying. So in the original comics, there's a lot of debate as to what race she's supposed to be, so we discussed that a little bit. You know, because the different creators have different feelings about it, and she's been both black and white, depending on which version. There's just a lot of interesting things to talk about there. And then they decided to change her character pretty dramatically for the comics in a way that is fucked up. That's all I can really say. I gotta run because I don't think I can get you down from the hook while
no, it is okay. It's okay. Absolutely
He's right
run.
behind me. I want to help, but I can't. Everybody's injured.
No,
now.
this game is super overstimulating. But it's okay. My hope is, genuinely, this is good for me too. As someone who's played way too much of this game, don't heal me here, Sable. This is a great opportunity for me to kind of practice keeping killers' attention, because that's one of my favorite things to do, and that's kind of my role whenever I'm operating in a team. Is my build is kind of centered around being able to hold a loop, and then whenever I go down, being able to kind of reset a little bit easier.
Like they've turned down the amount of quick time events I have to do bring healing. That's nice. Oh. Uh-oh. Is that the end?
No. 100! That's so awesome! Hi, Kirito. Welcome in. Hey, Queen. You gotta help heal! We have to heal!
We gotta do all the healing. There's a lot of the indie comics. Yeah, it was an indie comic, and I think a lot of people are used to it as like a kid's property. But back when Turtles was first getting started, it was not a kid's property. It was just a weird-ass comic made by stoners.
Wait, was it really made by stoners? This is also new information for me.
Yeah, man. It was like a weird... They're turtles, but they're like ninjas, bro. It's a parody of Daredevil, so if you've ever watched Daredevil... Oops, I fucked up again.
I didn't know. I've never seen Daredevil, but I was unaware of that.
So, the original... In Daredevil, if you've ever watched the show, like, on Netflix, it's probably the best way to learn about Daredevil. It was a Marvel property. I think it might be on Disney Plus now, because it was, like, more of an adult show, but it was originally on Netflix. And Daredevil is a ninja, and he fights these ninjas called the Hand. So when they did the Ninja Turtles, they made these ninjas called the Foot, because it was a joke.
Oh my god.
But I think that the Turtles got so popular that people know the Foot more than they know the Hand. So Marvel had to be like, no, we were the first limb-based ninja organization. Actually, they copied us.
Oh my gosh, that's actually, see, that's the kind of thing, that's random obscure lore, I think makes me so actually happy.
Yeah, so there's some obscure lore for you. Now you know a stupid piece. How you know a stupid piece of trivia.
My big lore thing that I'm not even, there are definitely people who are more experienced with the lore than me, but the two ones that I have a really big grip on, one of which is a game I have played, and the other one is a game that I have never played, and yet I know enough about it, but it's Bloodborne.
Oh, what? I've never played Bloodborne either. You know the lore, but you haven't played the game?
I know the lore of Bloodborne. I have not played the game.
That rules. Oh, I think I get this struggle? Or am I dead? Oh, I get the struggle.
I do get the struggle. You get the struggle. But you do have to make the check. Okay. Yes. My goal is to come get you. She's just kind of on top of you a little bit.
I haven't played a lot of Souls-likes. I have played some Elden Ring. I never finished it, but I did stream it at some point. I'd love to go back to it at some point. I want to play Lies of P. It looks neat.
That is a bold one to want to play with. Why Lies of P specifically?
Well, I'm a Devil May Cry fan. And I like the real action-y combat, you know? And I only got into Devil May Cry because the guys are hot. But, you know. Then you learn to play the video game, okay?
No, if I was gonna play one, I think I would play Bloodborne because it is the one that has appealed to me. Because I just love the atmosphere of it. Gothic horror is just so cool. We had like a community night recently where I literally subjected my entire community to just watching a video essay talking about how the horror in Bloodborne is intentionally viscerally feminine.
That rocks! I have to watch that. That's awesome.
And it's super cool, and I will go on actual like tirades about it. Because it's really cool because a lot of the progression of the game is built around motherhood. And how these like gray eldritch horror gods can't form their own children. It's the first match, it doesn't even count.
It's fine. You did a pretty good job picking us off, I feel. Keeping us separated and whatnot.
Yeah, no, she actually... I'm glad we popped a generator. And honestly, for as much talking as we've done, this is fine. I genuinely don't anticipate us getting out of any of these matches.
I know, because we're just going to talk the whole time. It's fine. Oh, by the way, chat, let me know how the audio is, because I turned the game down to make sure you could hear my guest, but if there's any audio issues, I don't know, so you do have to tell me. Valid reason, thank you. Yeah, I'm a shallow creature. What can I say? No, this is true story. I went to PAX, and they had a panel on Devil May Cry, and I was like, I played that when it first came out. I played like the first two when they first came out, but then I kind of like fell out of the series, and they were advertising 5, and I was like, I'm gonna see what this is all about. And they had the hottest Nico cosplayer. I don't know if you're familiar with the character Nico. I don't know if you're,
I am not, but I'm familiar with hot cosplayers, so I'm already on board.
And she had like a full like body tattoo sleeve, like it was like a fake sleeve thing, but it's like she has all these tattoos in the game. And they had this like, a hot lady gave me a pin, and I was like, oh man.
Oh, that's awesome,
to find out what this is all about.
Oh my gosh.
Hate to be a hot cosplayer and get suckered into buying a video game.
one of my favorite times seeing like I think one of my favorite times seeing like a cosplayer was there was like this group that would come do Sailor Moon cosplays, and they were so like genuinely that was exactly how I envisioned the characters, and every single one of them killed it. And I remember that they were at every con I attended, because I attended like 2 a year, and it was all local, so they would be in the area and they would go to these ones.
Ooh, we have twins. We have 2 Megs.
We do have 2 Megs.
One's shorter than
I like
the
the
other
name
for
Ducky.
I think it's just because the way they're laid out on the screen.
Yeah.
Like we've got Meg and slightly taller Meg. Heather needs a special where Harry shows up.
Oh my god. Hello, welcome in. Also, I meant to ask you.
What? Yeah.
I meant to ask you, because this is an important thing, and I don't know why I didn't ask you it when we were hanging out offline. Mute for are you a mute for raids and mute for talking to chat, or are you a talking in chat on Discord XYZ?
Oh, I just babble the chat all the time. Yeah, I don't worry about it. Yeah,
wonderful.
I do have a trailer I sometimes show when people raid.
Mm-hmm.
So I might pause for that and show my raid trailer, depending on if they are used to me, if they've seen my raid trailer or not. I cut a new one for my debut anniversary last year, but I already feel like I need to cut another new one because I've had so much going on.
I need to create a new channel trailer. I've been really slacking on it. That's my big plan. It's also Xenomorph, just by the way.
Oh,
so
okay.
She has the like long range attack.
All right.
Oh, I thought I grabbed a. I don't know why I. Hold on. We're gonna put this. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna put that right there.
Here, dude. I'm gonna run and hide. For a second. I think the coast is clear, actually. Fine.
Don't pick me. Don't pick me now. You're picking me. You are picking me, young lady. Do the knot.
Turret. How does this work?
That's a big swing, you little lady.
I put down a flame turret? This is new. I've never done this.
Oh, she hit that! That's crazy.
Alright, well, I guess I have a flame turret now. That seems highly technological. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, so you put the flame turret out, and if you can lure her in, you can make it so she can't do her long range attack.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she is now on fire. We have done it. The flame turret has successfully, although you were part of that, but...
Oh, I don't think I even did that flame turret, to be
that
honest.
was me.
She is in the area. Oh, nice! She is sliding around. Oh, we gotta go.
Yeah, she was right there, but so was I, so...
Fair enough. We should get pretty out of the way, I think. Maybe back here?
This is the basement. That's not what I want to do.
Bye, Meta.
I do not.
I imagine she's gonna run this way.
Give you a heal. I think you're in a good spot.
Yep. Yeah. Stop healing me.
Okay.
Just quiet. Go.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay. No, I knew that she was approaching. It was like I didn't want to make the sound effect of healing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You're so good. Welcome to my 1,000-hour gameplay. No life.
Yeah, I don't. My skill sets. Right. Well, I'm hiding.
No, you're so fine.
I think I'm fine.
It's okay because she's gonna see this hook right in front of her, and she's not gonna take me down to basement like I wanted.
Oh.
Little unfortunate.
That's a bummer.
And I'm gonna forget to do my wiggles.
Why do you want to go down into the basement?
So I want to go down to the basement because it takes them longer to get to me.
Oh,
so thank you for the follow, Gun. Welcome in. So the reason I do is my build is hinged upon the fact that when I wiggle and like when I use the skill checks when I'm being picked up, I actually more aggressively thrust the killer's movement every which way. It's harder for them to walk with me. But on top of that, I bring something that the longer they leave me on the ground after they down me, the more it adds to how much I already start with. So when you get picked up, you have to start wiggling from the start of the bar to the end, right? If I am left on the ground for more than 30 seconds, when they pick me up, my bar is already halfway full.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it keeps me looping longer.
More aggressively pressed.
Because I can break out of them. So I like going to basement because they have to go downstairs, which buys me that much more time.
Oh, I see.
Wiggle out of their arms.
There's so much to learn about how to play this game effectively.
Yes, you're gonna want to get the unhooks, I think. Yes, one of us is gonna want to get the unhooks.
Alright.
I got this.
Okay. I will...
You work on the unhooks.
Those unhooks.
She's going to the unhook.
She's going to the other unhook? Or she's going to me?
I think she's going to you guys. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well...
I'm swinging around.
Oh yeah, well...
It's okay, it's okay. Okay, I got this. Observe the... That's the back of her head. Continue observing.
Well, I didn't get too much time to wing it that time.
Oh, she knows. Oh, she knows. She does know. She in fact knows. Anyways, you're free!
Well, okay. Now you're getting hooked. Yeah, wow.
If you can... You might wanna... Yeah, you might wanna get out of there. No, thank you.
So my stream schedule right now is mostly 2 times a week, because I'm trying to, you know, you were talking about doing more horror games, and I have this idea/theory that it might be better to do those single-player games as more of a Let's Play format rather than as a stream, because I did Highland Hill F last year, and I thought it was really tough to play it on the stream, not because I'm easily scared. I'm actually, like, pretty much not easily scared at all. But just the fact that it's, like, a lot of things you have to memorize, and, like, knowing the context of your situation, where you're doing and what you're into, does not, like, stick in my brain from day to day. And I feel like I just want to, like, take notes and leave off where I left off the next day. But if I'm streaming, I'm not paying as good of attention to the game, right? Because I'm kind of...
I think that's so fair.
Yeah. So I think it actually would be way better, like, as a Let's Play kind of thing. And I wanted to try doing some of that content, but I just have not had the time to, like, cut that stuff through yet, so... It's gonna be something I do in the future, is probably, like, longer plays of horror games that I just post up on my channel without streaming, necessarily.
I think that's so fair. I think that the thing with games, especially narrative-driven games, like Silent Hill or like the new the newer Resident Evil games, because a lot of them are a little bit more like. I can't really speak to the older ones, but from what I hear with the Resident Evil series, they make a good horror game, they make a good action game, and then they make a bad game, and then they repeat.
Yeah. So another funny thing is that even though I'm a big horror buff, I've really only played the first 3 Resident Evil games. I have not played any of the remakes or any of the modern ones. And people were like, what? That's crazy. You haven't played Resident Evil 4? And, like, surprisingly, no. Surprisingly, I have not played Resident Evil 4. And it's definitely something that I want to play, whether it's on stream or off. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just hard, especially because, like, I'm currently, you saw earlier, I'm playing Silksong right now. And so I had played Hollow Knight off stream. I actually wasn't even a streamer when I first played Hollow Knight. And it very quickly became my favorite game, not because of my first playthrough, but because of my second playthrough. Because I think that there are certain games, especially with like Metroidvanias, I have learned, where there is so much enjoyment by knowing where you need to go your second time around. Knowing what's in, like roughly in, and you can discover new things on your own that you may not have seen during your first one.
Right.
And you're more experienced with boss pattern recognition, so it takes you less time to do each boss. You are about to have company.
I know. I'm trying to figure out where I can even go to be useful, but he's all over me.
Yeah, she can teleport through the little areas that you get the turrets.
Well, that kind of explains it, doesn't it? She can't hide.
Oh, she is with you.
I was gonna say I want to hide, but she's right behind me. I can't do it. All right, she's crawled off.
But no, I found that I'm hoping that it's a very similar thing, because I will admit I was so locked into the story for Hollow Knight, but the second I like touched Silksong, I could not tell you why I'm in the Citadel. It's just where they wanted me to go.
Oh. I played a little bit of the first Hollow Knight. I did try to do it on stream, which maybe wasn't the best because I had a hard time getting into it. I think I just kept getting lost. I like Metroidvanias if they're shorter. And I'm a big Metroid fan. Also Castlevania, but mostly Metroid. I've done both. I did stream Castlevania on my debut, or more on my stream anniversary. Kind of an old-timey classic for me. But I've been speedrunning Super Metroid off and on, which I'm not great at, but it's I like Super Metroid a lot. It's one of my most nostalgic games.
No, I have found, so Hollow Knight was my first ever Souls-like, and it was my first ever Metroidvania, but I really enjoyed platformers, because growing up I would play things like the Mario games, right? Or if I played, what was it called? Little Big Planet, another little platforming adventure one.
So she's just like, everybody's dead, so go ahead.
No, she's waiting to Moria, yeah. No, these have been rough matches. I did say if it gets too rough today and you end up just wanting to like play around with different things, you absolutely
Whoa! That kill was totally worth it though. That was cool as hell.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, the Mories are really fun.
I got fatality. Yeah, I can't be mad about that. I can't be mad about that.
The Mories, so at the end of every match, if you're the last survivor down, the killer has the option to Mori you with like a custom animation.
That's how that actually rocks.
And that's pretty fun. But some people do use it to be a little bit nastier. There's two Moris I can't watch. They make me so icky. Onryo, who's like the girl from The Ring. Her Mori has like your bones breaking in front of you, and just the snap makes me so. It makes me so it makes me so squeamish. So that one's been rough. I will say with Hollow Knight, I do think this is my hot take. This is my hottest take as the world's #1 Hollow Knight enjoyer. And no one else can say anything to counter that. And if you do, that's a nay-nay. Hi, Outlaws. But I think that your first playthrough of Hollow Knight, if you can get invested in it, it is so nice when you look back at it to just be lost and frustrated. I think it is the only game I could say with confidence that part of the experience is being lost and frustrated.
Sure. That makes sense.
But it's not for everybody, and I don't think a lot of people understand that. Especially I think any indie game that has a really loyal following can't really a lot of the community can't really wrap their brains around that. Not every game is made for every player.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I got into Blueprints for a little while. I had my Blueprints arc last year, and let me tell you, that's a game for a certain kind of gamer. Not everybody is going to enjoy Blueprints. And the only times I streamed it, I was doing challenge runs. And I wasn't explaining shit to chat. So those streams were just for me. That was not good content, and I know that. But I did enjoy the game. I played maybe 80 hours of Blueprints, and if you haven't played Blueprints, I mean, you got to be a certain kind of sicko to play that game. It's a very not sicko in like the horror game sense. I don't know how familiar you are with the game.
I've never played Blueprints.
It's a roguelike, and it's very RNG heavy. So you gotta be prepared to just eat shit constantly because the RNG is just not on your side today. Which, you know, can make for a frustrating experience at times, although I did get a really funny clip when I had a game over and crashed completely out.
Oh no! Okay, you'll have to show me this clip later because now I need to see it.
The context doesn't even make any sense. I did not realize that I was set up for a game over. And then
Is the Unknown again? Do you remember facing the Unknown?
Yes, I do. He's the one that's like made of bits and bobs, right? I see him. I saw him. I have to run now because he's coming after me.
I didn't think that was gonna get through me.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to slide into home. That was a misclick on my part. Okay. I think I'm better now. I think he's gone. No, he's not gone. He's still after me. But yeah, I grew up with really difficult adventure puzzle games. It's very much like Myst. If you're familiar with Myst, like a first-person puzzle game.
I'm not familiar with Myst actually.
Wow. Yeah, those are like very old school. So that's not too. They're very, very old school. They're like from the 90s. And I really, really like those games. They're very challenging puzzle games that are kind of obtuse and don't explain shit. And this is a game that's very much in that tradition, but also with a randomizer. So you get
with a random. Oh, yes. That's so cool.
Yes, so you have to kind of be a crazy person to actually enjoy the game. It did get really good reviews, and I really enjoyed it, but it's definitely one of those games where, as stream content, you either have to be really committed to playing through the whole game, or you have to be committed to the fact that your audience will just not understand what's happening on screen at all.
No, how do you feel about puzzle games, actually? This is a great, like, segue into, like, another, and, like, into, like, with just gaming in general.
What kind of puzzle games are your favorite kind of puzzle games?
So, I actually am really diabolically, criminally bad. Oh. That's Lightborn, and I dropped that too early. Embarrassing.
Okay, I see to go around and unhook here, but I'm just gonna try and pound a little.
But no, so actually it is the one puzzle games are the ones that are the hardest for me, surprisingly. I really struggle with putting 2 and 2 together, and it's not because it's not from lack of intellect. It is simply just in that space. I'm not really I'm always trying to find the path of least resistance, and I describe myself as a bulldozer when I play video games.
Oh my god, no, felt.
I like to hit heavy and hit hard.
So
and just get
you're
out.
Not big on stealth. Is what I'm
no,
Me,
no,
neither.
I have never
I
been
am
a stealth
so
gamer.
bad at games with stealth. I just end up crashing my way through exactly like you described, like a wrecking ball. But
No,
I
absolutely.
played Cyberpunk a lot on stream, and oops, I'm getting chased again. I exploded a generator. I'm doing bad. I played Cyberpunk, and I just decided to switch to a pure samurai build because there's no way I was stealth. Oh, he's just standing there. He's just standing there. He's just standing right there.
Oh no, that's a clone. That's a clone.
Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. That's why he was just standing there. Then. He was a clone.
You can make the clones disappear if you walk up. Okay, now you have the real one.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna take that from you. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh. So I can approach the clone.
He is chasing you still. But yeah, no, I really have found myself, including with DVD, truly. I really struggle with most games that would require me to be stealthy. So I try to do the inverse. I try to be as loud as possible to almost like reverse stealth. And even with games like, even with games that are a little bit harder in nature, like I was playing Cult yesterday, Cult of the Lamb, and I decided to go take on the boss for the only reason that I ended up with a really lucky tarot card pull, and so I was a tank. I had so much like health, because it's a roguelike, normally you start with like 4 health, you can get hit 8 times. But by that point, I think I could get hit, 14 times?
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep this going as long as physically possible. The second I get the option to have more health, I will take more health, because it means I can just take more damage and beat on something. So I found with puzzle games that specifically puzzle games too, where you have an enemy that is like coming after you as you need to complete something, I'm so bad at them. Labyrinthine, I don't know if you've heard of that game.
I haven't. What's it like?
So it's kind of part of it is in the name. It is a series of labyrinths with different enemies that'll like follow you around, and they aren't like, it's not like a multiplayer. The enemies are like computer program.
Right.
And so they'll follow you around the map. Pyramid Head is one of them that you can see.
Oh shit,
well,
that's cool. I love it. I love
commercially unlicensed Pyramid Head.
Oh, legally distinct Pyramid Head, like
commercially distinct Pyramid Head.
Yeah, Homicipher is a puzzle game, unfortunately, but you should play it anyway because you can date Pyramid Head.
Yeah, I think it is worth it. I think I am willing to try
willing
Homicipher.
to suffer a game with puzzle solving if you can date Pyramid Head.
Exactly. I suffered Labyrinthine too, because that one also has a lot of puzzles you do have to complete while you're running around and getting chased and getting lost because you're in a maze.
Yeah. But now I'm getting chased. Though I think we kind of are doing well this match overall. I've been mostly the one being chased this entire time, so I've mostly just been running around in circles.
And you've been holding it together too.
Yeah, no, it hasn't been that bad. Although I'm about to go down. Yeah, you finally got caught up.
That's okay though. Because you're going down on your first hook.
Yeah.
And only 2 of us are on death, and we have 1 generator that has a lot of juice on it.
Yeah, it should be alright. Yeah, so I'm a big puzzle game. I like a good first-person puzzle game. I like them challenging. One of the things that Silent Hill is known for is having janky puzzles, and I was actually a little disappointed by Silent Hill F because the puzzle difficulty was kind of all over the place. It wasn't, like, really... There was a lot of just, like, hey, read my mind type puzzles where it was just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do here. I'm just gonna look it up. Right? And I feel like Silent Hill 3 had that too, but it had different puzzle difficulties, so you kind of knew what you were getting into. So if you play it on like sicko mode puzzle difficulty, you're just a puzzle sicko, and you just accept that about yourself, and it's fine. But one of my fond memories was actually completing the game on hard puzzle, which is not easy. The puzzles are dumb with how hard they are. Like, they're not even fair. But, you know, if you're into that kind of thing, and if you're not, play it on easy puzzle difficulty. You know, nobody's making you play it on hard puzzle difficulty. But the Silent Hill puzzles are crazy.
I've heard the Silent Hill puzzles can be a little nuts, and I think that's part of what I'm so scared about getting into them, too, is because they have a nature to them that I'm not going to fully understand, and they're a horror game, so I also need to worry about navigating my own horror as you go. You dispelled. Nice.
Yeah, I got another one. Alright, so how many generators do we have left? We have 1 left. We have 2 left. 1 left.
Yes, we have 1 left.
So far, so good. So far, so good. He's chasing me. I am being
You gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go. Oh, I went the wrong way. I walked toward him instead of away from him. That was my bad. All right, well, time for me to dodge around again. We can do something else here. Yeah, the first game is tough too because the story. You really have to follow the story to understand how to beat the game. So it really rewards that like level of engagement. With the lore. Like, you kind of have to understand the lore to get a good ending in the game, which I liked about it, but it does make it very challenging. I really hope someday they remake Silent Hill 1, because it's a hard game to get into, but it's also one of the all-time greats. I think Silent Hill 2 gets a lot more of the credit because it's very standalone. You can start with 2 and not at all be confused, and plus it has, like, the most iconic bad guy of all the Silent Hill games, I think.
Silent Hill 2 is the one with Pyramid Head. The first Silent Hill does not have it, right?
That's correct. Pyramid Head is not in the first Silent Hill game.
In that case, who is the like enemy in the first Silent Hill? I actually don't know that.
The first Silent Hill game is more about Harry looking for his daughter than any particular enemy that you fight. So I wouldn't say that there's like a super iconic boss fight in that game, which maybe is like one of the reasons why the second one is more iconic. But also the story in the second one is a little more coherent, comes together a little bit better. Not that the first one is bad, but it's got a very, I would say, hard to follow story, because you kind of have to understand the lore before you can complete the game properly. Yeah, so not really. I don't think it's like really known for the. It does have the iconic nurse enemies though. Like, that's a classic.
Oh, the nurse enemies, yeah.
The whole game, the first and third game are centered around this character. They're centered around Cheryl, who is the little girl in the first game and is the main character of the third game.
I didn't realize that she was a little girl. See, this shows you how much I know about. Oh, you gotta go.
I gotta go. I didn't realize that was him. I thought it was another clone. He was tricking me.
So the thing about I realize I am doing so bad at explaining. He can transport to his. Oh, you'll like this, Maury. It's so freaky.
Am I gonna get the kill again? I'm gonna get the kill. That's sweet. Oh god. Oh god.
Right? It's kind of gory.
Oh boy. Oh golly. We're losing a lot. At least I'm seeing some cool animations. At least I'm seeing some cool animations.
Yeah, no, the animations are really fun. I will say, I do really like that. It adds a little bit of like personality to
the first game's about Harry. He goes to Silent Hill to find his daughter who is missing, and that's Cheryl. And then the third game is her as a teenager. So that's kind of kind of a spoiler, but not really, because these games have been out for so long. But yeah, she's the main character of the third game. So I really, really, really like Heather / Cheryl. I think she's a really cool character. She's got a lot of depth to her as a character. And the third game's actually my favorite because I get to play as her. But 2 is very iconic. They're both worth playing. 1 is worth playing to get the backstory for why 3 is worth playing, I guess, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. I think it does, yeah, because I... Oh,
right.
That person so got caught. Oh, Astri.
Oh, you're still in the match, that's right.
I can leave it. That is not a problem.
I forgot to hit observer. That's okay. I'm just babbling now because I forgot that the match was still going on because I fucking died.
You are so good. It's okay. I found that one of the... Oh my gosh, where is my brain? There are a couple of horror games that have been on my list to actually try, and Silent Hill is definitely one of them. So I like hearing about the story behind it.
I want to try the remake of 2 because I have a feeling it's a good place to start because 2 itself is a good place to start because it's self-contained. And if I am introducing people to horror games at large, I feel like Silent Hill 2 is the one I put in front of people because it's so perfectly iconic. The designs are really good, and the story is a one and done story, so you don't need a lot of information. Plus, it has a really, really good bad guy. Well, maybe it's too complicated with the bad guy, even, you know. Silent Hill 4 is also standalone.
Fever dream.
But Silent Hill 4 is hard.
Is it really?
Yeah, I found it to be more difficult than 2. It's just a harder game, which maybe you like, maybe you don't. The thing about Silent Hill 4 is that there's unkillable enemies in it that chase you, which can be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I have a very strong opinion about horror games, and I think that is something that applies to them. I think the second you are given a weapon in a horror game, it's no longer a horror game.
Oh,
not in in the way that it's not in the way that it's it's impossible to be a horror game. But the second you become the horror in the game,
yeah, then you're too powerful. Yeah, which is one of the reasons Silent Hill Homecoming, which is made by Western developers, doesn't have the juice. It's because your character is kind of too strong in that game, and you're too good at combat, and it kind of doesn't have the juice for that reason.
It is going to be Death Slinger. I know those heartbeats anyway.
Oh, I see him. I see him. Oh, he's shooting at me. He's shooting at me with a gun. Fortunately, he missed.
Just walk in irregular patterns with him. It's literally just predicting where he's gonna shoot you.
Yeah, you
keep strafing.
Yeah, strafe. Do some buddy hopping.
I wish that you could jump in this game. I think not that you jump in games.
Well, you know what?
Okay, you'll still be able to. You should have one more hit that you should be able to take. Just don't stand still now that you're in the men's state.
But the more he chases me, the more you guys can get stuff done. So, you know,
exactly.
Making it work for it.
It looks like the Sable is activating. The Sable is going to enter the men's state very soon.
Oh, we got a Silent Hill lore enjoyer in your chat. Very nice.
Oh, do we? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the lore is really, really good in Silent Hill. It's really cool for story reasons. It's all about, the characters and what would horrify them the most. So the characters are always, very well realized, and that's what I like about it.
So that's actually really cool.
The scariest horror game I've ever played, I think, is Soma. You should play that one if you want to. Not because of the jump scares, because of the implication. Because of the plot.
Because of the plot, that's scary.
It's a scary world that they created.
Don't mind me just trying to lock in.
Oh no, for sure. Locking in is good. We've been yapping so much. Oh, I saw the death go down.
It's okay. They got some I'm hoping she did Invocation Weaving Spiders and not Treacherous Crows. I won't be able to know till soon. If she did Weaving Spiders, all of the generators should take less to complete.
I successfully hid. Oh my god.
I would say, I think another thing that I'm starting to learn about myself is that this game itself has become kind of a special interest for me. Because I couldn't tell you every single thing that I couldn't tell you the perks that what belongs to every single survivor in XYZ, but I could tell you what almost every perk in this game can do just upon seeing it. And I think that in that, first off, I think I'm a loser. Second off, I think that like with that, I find it very interesting having a passion for horror and the theming of it in a game like this, for example, but also like not particularly enjoying horror in terms of like movie media has been really interesting because a lot of the titular characters in these games are based off of like horror movies and stuff. So it's been very cool.
You're saying you haven't seen a lot of the movies maybe that are represented in this game or played a lot of the video games that are represented in this game.
Yeah, no, I have not. So I grew up not really watching a lot of horror, but really liking people who did enjoy horror. Just I was not among them.
What I found is that people who like horror, or people that are like horror curious, like I'm open to horror, are always the sweetest people. I don't know how else to say it. I think it's just when you're used to looking at the darkness and macabre of the world, it gives you that more empathy, I feel, for other folks. I don't know if that's been your experience, but the freaks and weirdos are the people I trust over the people who are too uptight about it, you know?
Yeah. No, absolutely. Oh. I have made a mistake.
So my dad is into horror movies, and showed me a lot of stuff growing up. And we developed a tradition of watching bad movies together, which was our favorite thing.
Okay.
So we would go to the Blockbuster and we'd find whoever could find like the worst movie, right? One
okay, yeah.
So we watched a lot of terrible, terrible Ed Wood movies, Roger Corman, a lot of that like classic schlock, monster movies, a lot of Godzilla, and not all those movies are bad. Some of those movies are actually very good, but a lot of bad movies. And that kind of became my intro. And then, of course, Mystery Science Theater 3000, which is on TV. And I watched a lot of that. So I got a pretty good education into, like, classic horror films. Mostly bad ones, sometimes good.
No, I think genuinely, it would have been so much easier to get into horror if I'd started, like, getting myself adjusted to it from a very young age. I think it's just because I haven't exposed myself to a lot of it that all of it feels so very like scary, like
right. There's luckily like an exposure therapy element. You gotta sometimes you're like, well, I've become so desensitized that nothing impresses me anymore, and that's a different problem to have. But something is good that genuinely wakes you up and makes you think about it. And so whenever a horror game is really good to me now and really scary, I definitely talk about it because I'm like, you definitely gotta play this. This is the scariest. Oops. Paying attention.
Out of all of the horror games you played, what do you think is the scariest horror game and the most unscariest horror game?
I was greedy about that generator. I really wanted to finish it. So I do think Soma was the scariest one that I played recently because the story is very dark and makes you think about mortality in a way that is terrifying, which but I do love it. I do love that it makes you think. What other games have I played that have been really scary? I think Alien Isolation is pretty scary, but I suck at stealth. So that's a very stealth-focused game, and I didn't do a great job of playing it, but it is a pretty scary one. I got lost so many times. I played Outlast recently, and I did not think that one was as scary, because once you get used to the enemy patterns, it's less about the there's something unpredictable. You're just like, okay, now I'm running from this guy. Well, And there's a fine line between a game being scary, which is kind of a something bad might happen to me, but I don't know what that thing is, so I have to be very careful, which is something that Alien Isolation does very well. Compared to, oh, okay, that guy's gonna jump out at this moment, and I know exactly when that's gonna happen, and I can route around it, and then it just becomes frustrating instead of scary, you know?
Yeah. Man, I think that, I'm trying to think of, like, some other ones that have, like, really kind of left an impact. So, fun fact, one of the characters, I think that, so Castlevania actually had a collab with Dead by Daylight, which is how Dracula got here. But also Soma is a character you can play.
There's a Soma character in here? I didn't know that.
There is a Soma character, and I believe it's a skin on Trevor Belmont.
Oh, what? I didn't know that.
No, I do not know if it's from the game itself. I just know the character's name, Soma, and I assume that it's from it.
No, Soma's a
Castlevania
character. That's a Castlevania character.
Okay, so yes, it is from that then.
There's a Castlevania character named that. Okay, we're all healing.
That might be
This is a group heal that's happening right now. We've done it.
And now we're leaving. And now we're all going on a very exciting little adventure.
We're all gonna be ganked.
And I'm running away.
Okay, we got somebody on a hook way over here.
Yep, if you want to get that unhooked.
Yeah, I'm gonna work my way toward it. Yeah.
But I actually, so being that you have experience with horror movies, I think that brings a great question, because I love asking people, and I play DVD, this question. If you could bring any piece of horror media, like any character, killer, or survivor, to Dead by Daylight, like from any horror media that isn't already here, what one do you think you would choose, and like why?
Such a great question. I have to think about it. I don't even know if I know all the characters that are in this. Gotta think about it.
One of the ones that I always come back to is Jennifer from Jennifer's Body.
Oh yeah, that'd be sweet. That would be really sweet.
I think that'd be so fun. I think first off, I'm a lover of playing hot women.
Yes.
I think that would be personally very fun. I told you recently about how Jennifer's Body, for those of you guys who haven't seen that horror movie, it's some old horror movie with Megan Fox in it. And what's her name? She's in Mamma Mia, the main character in Mamma Mia. Why is the
actress? Her character is Needy, right? That's
Jennifer
Needy. Yeah.
But I do not remember the name of the actress off the top of my head. But that movie is based off of the original Carmilla, which is a vampire novel, about some very queer lesbians. And that's kind of the foundation, really, for vampire media. It's what inspired Dracula.
Girl boss vampires. Go ahead.
No, absolutely. No, genuinely, girl boss vampires are the reason that Dracula happened. This guy wants me.
Carmilla? Yeah. I have not read Carmilla, but I should definitely do that. I have to think what horror media character I like in this game. Yeah, stuff. They have a lot of good ones. Oh, there we go. They've gone down. No. We still have to find a generator. I haven't seen one that hasn't been activated in.
Yeah, I think we might have gotten ourselves in a little bit of a freaky 3-gen.
Okay,
now good. Listen, Mr. Deathslinger, you could put me down.
We're gonna get this one, I think. Maybe. If I don't mess up the quick time events.
You got this. I believe in you.
We'll try. We'll do our best. They should add the Phantom of the Opera to Dead by Daylight.
That would be fun. Does Phantom of the Opera count as a horror movie? Like, genuine question here.
It's like romantic. He does kill people.
That is true. I think that could be cool. I wonder. Now I'm thinking of like other. I had another one off the top of my head when you said Phantom of the Opera that I was reminded of, but then I immediately lost it.
They should add Dr. Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's what I was going to talk about. Curry. Yes, I was like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
There's no Tim Curry representation in Dead by Daylight. We needed Tim Curry. And eventually classifies as gothic horror. Yes, it is. It's a gothic horror.
Honestly, I would love to see a collab actually with Coraline.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. That's very
because I don't think Coraline technically counts. I would say it's children's introduction.
It's very
to horror.
Tim Burton, right? It's a little bit lighter. But yeah, you could do something with that.
Imagine facing the other mother.
Right? Yeah, I was just about to say that would be actually really scary. You know, some of that. Is that a Roald doll, or is it just inspired? Like, Willy Wonka is fucking scary for a kids movie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Monster House has no business being so scary the way it is. I don't know if you remember.
This is one reason why I think it's okay to show horror movies to kids, because I don't think you can really predict what will scare a kid, honestly. I was scared of The Wizard of Oz, you know? Like, that witch was scary the first time I saw that. I have died.
No, there's a couple movies that, like, oh my god, you want to know a movie that genuinely scared me that nobody got scared by? Jumanji.
Oh, okay, but I can see it, though. I can see it.
Jumanji terrified me as a kid.
Because imagine that shit happening to you, though. Like, something invading. Oh, we got it. We got the generator. I didn't survive, but she could escape. We could have one survivor escape. She's gonna do it. She's gonna get out.
I'm manifesting this. Oh, does she know the 30%? She doesn't know the 30%. She does know the 30%. Maybe.
Oh, you have to do it in time? Do you have to wait?
So there is a 30% tactic. How does he know? How does he know?
Coraline is Neil Gaiman? Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. I have all the experts in my chat that know where stuff is from. Have you ever seen the second Wizard of Oz movie? Have you ever seen?
Not. I didn't know there was a second one.
There's a second movie. It's called Return to Oz. And it is nightmare fuel to the nth degree. It's supposed to be a kid's movie, but it is fucking terrifying. Honestly, anybody who saw it, oh my god, that's crazy. He's letting her go for that.
Yeah, I don't know if he's letting her go yet, because she has to mend. She's not mending.
Oh, okay. Maybe she's...
Yeah, okay, there we go.
She's mending, okay.
I don't know if she even has enough time to get out, too. Once she mends...
Maybe not. Jumanji terrified baby Atlas and made low drums. Yeah, no, Jumanji has some scary moments in it. I don't blame you at all. The second... I'm going to tell you what's scary in the second Wizard of Oz movie, because you will not believe this. Okay. The villain in the second Wizard of Oz movie is a headless. And she chops off people's heads and wears them.
Oh my god, that is scary.
Yeah, it's fucked up,
dude.
And she has like a rack of different heads that she puts on.
What?
Yes. Yes. If you'd ever seen it, you'd be like, "This movie scarred me for life. It's fucking scary as shit." Because like
I know
just
Alice
terrifying.
in Wonderland used to be really scary for me.
Which one?
I think it's just
like the
it's so zany.
Disney?
Like the Disney one. It's a very, and including the live action remakes. The live action remakes were worse.
There's a lot of like the queen is very. She wants to chop your head off and shit. You know, I could see.
Yeah, because you were talking about headless ladies and like taking people's heads, and it just reminded me of that.
Their heads.
But now, as an adult, I love, and this is my hot take, I actually do really like the live actions too. Really? I know a lot of people don't enjoy the live actions, and every time they tell me why, I'm like, yeah, that's so fair, period. But I like it. I like the way people like their guilty pleasure trash shows that are just objectively bad. That's how I feel about some of the live actions for Alice in Wonderland. But no, those are definitely the Disney movie. Actually, I would try to avoid watching it sometimes because the horror in it for me was from like the lack of control I think Alice had on the entire situation. With these very zany, kind of dangerous situations she was being put in at every turn with no rhyme or reason as to why she was there.
That's straight from Bob. Yeah, it's straight from the book, because that character actually is in the book as well. Wizard of Oz.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the book is pretty good. The first movie follows it fairly well. Like, like there's obviously some differences, but you know they changed some stuff for music theater purposes, but you know. But then the second one is a little bit jumbled, kind of. And, like, I didn't realize this because I never read the book, but the Neverending Story, the second movie, is also out of the book, which I didn't read the book, but have you ever watched the Neverending Story? That's like a classic.
I have watched the Neverending Story. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
That's a scary movie. That's a scary movie for kids, too. Like,
who is the lead in that one? I can't remember his name. Is it Jack Black? I don't think it's Jack Black.
Oh, no. The second one, yes.
Oh, the second one it is. Okay. It's trying to remember off the top of my head because that story feels incredibly like the Neverending Story. was definitely one that I remember. But I
The
remember. Oh my god!
head-twitching witch is named Mombi, and the cruel emerald city princess named Junji. I did not know that. That's
Oh.
so they've combined 2 characters for that villain. For the book, I did not read the book. The second book.
The Bridge to Terabithia.
Oh,
is one that I also think about.
I remember reading that book.
That's such a sad story for children.
God, they always like to fuck up children with sad stories. Of course, I feel like I read stuff that maybe I wasn't supposed to read, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like just like watching horror movies as a kid, I feel like it's okay to read horror books too. Read Stephen King as a kid.
At some point, I really would love to go on like an actual like research binge on the relationship between sex and horror, with it being a mature concept, because I've noticed that there is like actual correlation there with mature themes and topics being associated
Reading
with
shit
horror.
You shouldn't read is how you learn to read. Exactly. That's so fucking true. That's so fucking true.
And it's kind of like with watching horror, a thing that you aren't supposed to be watching as a kid, and its relation to
media
maturity.
You learn how to have like media literacy. One of the inspirations for my VTuber was Elvira, because I love the idea of being like a horror movie host. So I figured like that I would be like a horror video game host, you know?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely so fair. Obviously, my design, actually, I've never played a Castlevania game. It's actually one of my hopes to do. I would actually like to go through the Castlevania series. I'm trying to decide how I want to approach that. How do you want to approach it? Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I've heard that there are 2 main ways to approach the Castlevania series. One is by release order, and the other is kind of by like story order, by investment order.
Ooh, I've never seen this map before. Is this a new one? Is this the new one?
This is the brand new map.
Oh, this is cool. This is the Korea J-pop one.
Yeah.
What are they adding K-pop to even first?
Oh my god. I actually was talking about that. I was like, I think it'd be really cool with the. I don't think they would, because it's just so far.
They're in Fortnite though. I picked them up in Fortnite.
They are.
Because what the fuck? I don't even play Fortnite. I was just like, ooh, shiny.
Also, it is Springtrap. I didn't know if you knew that Springtrap was in the game now, but it is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, I didn't know that, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he can teleport through the doors, and you can use the doors. They have security cameras on them, and you can use them to see him. But it is a little inconsistent. I don't think I have ever used the cameras on the Springtrap doors.
That's why
really
I saw
at all.
the camera thing. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
All right. I'm focused on the generator. Castlevania area sound. I think Symphony of the Night is probably the best entry point. I say that having not played a lot of the Castlevania games except the older ones because I'm old. So the game that I played for my anniversary was Castlevania 4, which is a remake of 1. So I think that's a great place to start. But it's very different. If you play 4, you don't really need to play 1. I don't think. I think they're basically the same experience from a story perspective, and 4 is just really freaking good. But it's also different. Because you think of the Castlevania games as, Metroidvania games, but it's not a Metroidvania game. It's a straight-up linear platformer with levels, which is how the first Castlevania game is just a regular linear game. They didn't start being Metroidvania-like until Castlevania 2, where it's more of a maze, and Symphony of the Night is kind of the first, like, modern, actual Metroidvania Castlevania game. So,
you're not gonna want to be here, by the way.
Whoops, there he is. Whoa.
Oh.
So either 4.
Is he chill like that?
Or
he might be chill like that.
Chill. Oh, is he chill? We got a chill one. We got chill here. We got a chill villain today. Chill killer.
He's kind of chill like that.
Oh.
He's a little odd in nature because he just stands in doorways and scares me. But I kind of like that about him. I feel like I'm playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, nice. They blame the totem.
No, he went.
4 is a good place. 3 is hell. Yeah, 3 is tough. 4 is a good starting point. Symphony of the Night's a good starting point. It depends on whether you want like a linear platforming game experience or whether you want like the full getting lost in a maze experience. If you like getting lost in a maze, a Symphony of the Night is your game. That's a fun one.
Gotcha.
Those are both good places to start.
The Springtrap, if he is gonna do this lurking in the corners thing, he's gonna remind me of old Michael Myers, and that's gonna please me.
Wow, this grass is floating.
He is. I am in my happy place right now, dude. I love when killers can just be fun.
Oh, is
no, it's Symphony of the Night was the one I was recommended to try. So it pleases me to kind of hear that that's a lot of people. But if 4 is the way to go, then I'm willing to take suggestions.
I would say start with Symphony. I think since you're a Hollow Knight fan, you'll have the most fun with that one. I think. Because it has that whole like Lost in a Maze vibe, which is really great.
No, that is. So Symphony of the Night, and then from there, what would you say would be next? Kind of like in order.
I mean, Bloodstain is good, yeah. I have not played, like, Aria of Sorrow, but I think that would be, like, kind of the next logical one to do. I need to play more of them myself, so yeah.
Dude, he was right there!
Oh, really? Where's he at?
Oh my god, he's lurking in the depth!
I can't find shit on this map.
Because I got heartbeats and I was like, now wait a minute, I don't see him. And then I turned my camera and lo and behold, in the corner of my eye, he's just there.
Lurking for you? How did this camera situation? I guess I'm literally
God, yeah, learn it. This is a great time while the killer's being fun. You can learn how he plays. So you can tab through the cameras to see, and you can teleport through one of them. Ooh, Jaeger got yoinked. Yeah, this guy's so scary. I think I get really nervous with horror games.
Map. That's neat. Okay, that's cool.
So you can be when you walk between them. Now I will say there is a way to get jump scared. If you go through, if you're in a door the same time he is, he actually can see you. And he'll grab you from there. So that person who got yoinked likely was traveling between the doors at the same time as he was.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
Isn't it?
A really cool game mechanic.
I haven't had heartbeats in a minute.
They made something cool out of a game I've never played, so I really can't talk shit about it. But on the other hand,
I feel like he's here.
Alright, he's done it.
I don't trust this. It has been too quiet too long, and if I know anything about killers,
they're gonna spring. They're gonna jump scare you.
He's gonna spring his thing.
This map is kind of so neat that I kind of just want to stop and look at things.
Right? Isn't this map fun?
Although I have no idea where I'm going or where the generators are.
I'm like switching. No, this killer is super fun. See, this is kind of like. I really like I think this is why I've always come back to DBD ultimately, is I think it is the only game that I have really experienced that even after playing so much hours, like dumping so much hours into the game, you could still have these really unique experiences. And I just find that, I don't know, I find that very charming. This game has a charming appeal to me that if you're willing to get over the base toxicity of it being a multiplayer game where you're playing against people, I think that there's a lot to offer in it.
I think you don't see a lot of toxic people. Most people are chill. That thing is cool, and now I'm getting attacked again. Hi, leaders, lovely friend. Hi, Pulse. This is Aki. We are hanging out today, learning about each other, and I'm playing a little Dead by Daylight, and I'm pretty bad at it, but that's okay. And that's just
I'm playing Dead by Daylight. I have played a lot of it, and I am still bad at it. So it's gonna be great.
So. Say hello to Nova Pulse, another really fun VTuber, does a lot of retro as well. Well, it's a duo, but one of them is a robot, and one of them is the VTuber. So.
Wait, that's so cool!
Yes.
I'm immediately following you.
Yeah.
Why am I hearing things? Where is he? He has not scared me in more than 10 seconds, and therefore I am like pissing my pants.
I can't find another fucking generator, right?
I'm sorry I said hello! I'm sorry I manifested you!
Oh, did you cause the killer to appear?
I don't know how this happened. I said it'd been a minute since I'd seen him, and then I turned the corner, and lo and behold, he is right there. He lurks.
He's like flesh walls. This is like part of the theme of this area, right?
I think I'm afraid he wants me. Okay, he doesn't want me.
This part of the map where the grass is floating is so fucked up.
Oh yeah, I have no idea where the grass is flowing. I'm pretty sure that's a glitch.
It's a bug, yeah.
Yeah. They just haven't had a chance to fix it yet. I'm sure they'll fix it in an update. But people have loved the floating grass. There was oh my god, Lita, there was this a while ago during one of the events. One of the, like, item assets for a map, which was a steel pipe, was accidentally bugged into the loading screen of every lobby. And the community liked it so much that they were upset when the bug got fixed.
Oh, whoops.
And the pipe wasn't in the loading screen.
You know the one from
Hello,
the one from Final Fantasy 14? I sometimes play Final Fantasy 14. They had these extremely low poly grapes in a vineyard that were like they were like 3 polygons. They were like looked like crap, looked like triangles hanging from the vineyard, and everybody dunked on them so bad that when they updated them, everybody was mad. They're like, "No, you got rid of our low poly grapes."
No, so after they got rid of the pipe in the loading screen, since the community had such an outrage about it, they ended up making it a charm. So now you can equip the steel pipe as a charm. And I find that so fun.
That rocks. Yeah, they
now,
added
Mr.
the
Killer,
low
if you're
poly
listening,
grapes
you can kill the bot.
They added the low poly grapes as a lamp.
Oh, he's right there.
I fucked up again. Quick out of it once.
I'm so find another generator. No, it's so good. But no, I found that like things like that please me so greatly. I had heartbeats for a second, and like I felt my stomach drop, dude.
Oh, he's right outside the. We gotta go. We gotta go. He's right there. He's watching us through the window.
Yeah, kill the bot. Yeah. So I will let you know, since I don't know how often if you do play DBD on stream, there's a very high likelihood, and I'm not saying that it is guaranteed. There is a likelihood sometimes for either this killer or just killers in general to be lurking in chat. Which has its pros and cons. Sometimes they do stream snipe, and I've kind of just learned to accept that. Sometimes the stream sniping is for nefarious purposes, and sometimes it's to stand ominously, conveniently where you're at. But just be mindful of that as you play. Because it's nothing crazy. Same thing with survivors. You'll have a lot of survivors just kind of come into the lobby and just hang out. And sometimes they'll be like, "You're trash," and I'll be like, "Ew." And then sometimes they're like, "You're actually God's gift to gaming," even though I've done nothing for 45 minutes.
Well, there's always a risk of toxic people with any live stream. You just kind of have to learn to have a thick skin about stuff like that. But I could see where that could be pretty annoying. Yeah, but I actually have found a way. Truly, my relationship with stream sniping is I have this rule on my channel. Whereas if you alert me that you're stream sniping, you now have there are now 2 things you may do. You must either be funny and let everyone go but me. Like I don't care if you kill me, but everybody else is getting out. Because you've now foregone the intention of the game. Or the other one is everybody has to have a good time. Yeah. Or I even let people sometimes. Hey, sorry. That's crazy. Hi. No, I got her. I'm gonna give you my flashlight. This is a show of good faith. Hello, Mr. Killer. I can see you from here. You guys are just tagging. Yeah, he's so cute. I'm actually obsessed with him. Adorable. He's guiding me to the generator. Yes, sir. Okay. Helping you out. You want to kick it? Oh, he's gone. But I have felt, and I guess this is a great way to kind of segue into the next topic with just being a streamer, being on the internet. I have found that like you do have to have a thick skin with just about everything, and I think this game really helped me develop that because I mean I still play like trash from time to time. And there are people not good at video games. The reason I'm not good at video games, I can even tell you, is because I play everything. So I have a very broad palette. I've tried a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I'll sample stuff from the platform, but to actually stop having ADHD and actually get good at any particular game, I struggle with that. I dumped the palette the wrong direction, so that was fun. But that's okay, because I have a good time. You know, I got invited to the Deadlock beta, and
oh my god, you did?
I suck ass at that, but that's okay.
No, I have seen a lot of people enjoying Deadlock. I at
neat.
some point was interested in it, but I didn't end up getting committed to it.
If I can't, if you want an invite and don't have an invite, I probably can give you one. But
oh, that's so cool.
I don't know. Exactly
I might. It's like a shooter game, right?
It is.
From what I've seen, it's like a new hero shooter.
Yeah, it's a hero shooter, but it's also a MOBA. Which I played like League like maybe twice my whole life, and I did not like League. Because I feel like, how to put it? If you are losing a League match, you're losing a League match for a really long time. And you know
God, he's so good.
He's just bringing our buddy over. All right. Well, I guess.
All right, you guys are welcome to go. I'm gonna give him the Mori.
I guess we're gonna go. You're gonna let him get a kill on you. Nice. Show off this quick kill. Oh, and then we did a slug. We got a whole bunch of things happening here. I'm gonna watch the kill. Let's see if he
his kill is so fun.
I'm gonna watch it. I wanna watch this happen.
No, don't put me out! I'm trying to show him more! No, Mr. Killer!
Okay.
No!
He's being too kind. He's letting you go.
No. Nay. You put me down right now. You put me down and you give me the Mori.
Yeah! They're trying to show Chad the death.
Yeah.
The fatality.
Do not!
He's taking you out. He doesn't want to do it. Does he put you inside? Is that what the kill is?
He's trying to put me inside. I'm telling him I'm not leaving. No, it's not happening.
Is that what's the kill?
So he doesn't put you inside, but he does put you inside. No!
Oh, that's it. He didn't do it. He didn't get the kill.
This is devastating.
Bummer. You didn't die in the way that you wanted to die. Oh, it's still showing you as in that.
No, it's okay. I'm about to leave. I wanted to tell the string trap little tater tot that I love him. But no, so he puts you inside a separate machine, which kills you.
Oh, okay, cool.
And he does a little jump scare too, which is really fun.
So I'm also a big fan of Mortal Kombat. So I feel like these kills are very Mortal Kombat inspired, right?
They are, yeah. I think that like the Moris are kind of like because it's like a finishing move.
Fatality, yeah.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of fun ones. I think some of my favorites. You should see Dracula's Mori actually. That one's really fun.
Dracula's cool.
I
had not fought
because he like. So Dracula has 3 different forms. He can turn into bats, which can only see scratch marks, so they can't see you. So long as you are walking, he can't see you.
Okay.
But he can hear you. So do not run, do not pant. If you're injured, he can hear your like whimpers.
Okay.
Then he has the dog form, which just has a lunge. It has a lunge attack. And then he has his normal form, which has kind of like Pyramid does, where he can auto set a like attack that comes from the ground up, like a wall attack. He has a lot going on, truly.
Yeah, I think I bought him just because I love the idea of Dracula, but I haven't actually tried playing as him because I know he's like a pretty he's got a pretty high skill ceiling, right? Like, there's a lot you can learn to do with Dracula. He's got a lot of moves.
I think I would say... I think that he has a, my model, the second that Michaela came out with a cat skin, I knew what had to be done.
Makes sense. I really got to explore all the characters and skins in this game.
Oh my god, yeah, because you play a character who really doesn't have, all of the licensed characters don't have a lot of cosmetics.
Yeah, that's true. She has the dark hair version as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has the Heather version and the Cheryl version.
I'm trying to think of like ones I do think you might like Sable's skins truly, because I think they fit a little bit of your aesthetic. She's very goth in nature, but also she has a lot of like
pick her up.
Webs and black and a lot of just like frills, and she's really fun. I think if I wasn't a Michaela main, I would definitely be a Sable main.
I need to just unlock more characters in this game. I mean, I have the points to do it. I just have to go through the menus and do it.
I would hide. I wouldn't run. Whoa. That's a Billy.
That's right.
It's not a Bubba.
Sometimes it's bad to run. Although...
Yeah, if the killer is nearby and you can tell he hasn't spotted you, walking saves your life because you do not leave scratch. I feel like he's gonna come over here. I think that is a Billy. I do not think that is a Bubba.
I just saw him go by, but I don't know how to tell the difference.
So Billy is gonna look. So Bubba's gonna look like Leatherface. Billy is gonna kind of look like, quite literally in the name, a hillbilly.
Okay, got it. Well, I hear lots of screaming. I've seen him down by a couple times. Oh, yep. Okay.
Find out.
Picked up. He's in the basement. That was a basement. Which one has?
Okay, it is a Bubba.
Okay. Which one has the frilly hair? I was gonna say it looks like it.
Yeah, he is. This is a Bubba. Hi, Bubba. Okay, and unfortunately, I do not think this one is fun. I wouldn't get the unhook yet. Don't get it yet. Don't get it yet.
Don't get it yet. I already got it. I'm sorry. Oh, he's right behind.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just because you're opening up a hook.
Yeah.
There's so many intricacies to the game. I think that's why it has such a high point of entry.
Well, now I have to unhook you, I guess.
Yep.
Alright, well, I will do that. I didn't realize he was, like, right behind me.
Okay, and I will take this hit for you real quick.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell him no.
Basement.
Mr. Bubba. Mr. Bubba. Okay, time to be nice. I don't know why he DC'd. Period! Thank you, Mr. Bubba! Yeah! The match had just started! You're wonderful. See, this is kind of what I mean. So the killers can be so fun sometimes. And I think that's part of what brings me enjoyment to this game. I've also had a lot of survivors, truly, who will DC just because they'll see, like, a TTV in the name, and so they assume that TTVs are either all bad, and after you got unhooked, oh my god. No, you're so fine, hon. You're also playing the game. That is the killer, yes. In chat is the killer.
Welcome to our stream. I don't stream this game very often.
So, actually, this is a great time to demonstrate. Have you played against Bubba's enough? Do you understand kind of his movesets?
Not really.
Because if not, this would be a great time to demonstrate it for you. In a safe environment. Because I don't own Leatherface. So that sound you're hearing is his, as you can see, he put, hey, I'm gonna pick them up, thank you. Oh, you want to get your hooks in? Period. I can do that.
One thing I know about this game are Leon Kennedy's pain sounds. Leon Kennedy. Everybody loves a good Leon Sex Kennedy. You get me?
So this little revving thing is gonna put me down immediately.
Oh, okay.
As you can see, yes.
Yes. Okay. Yep.
So that's why he can be pretty dangerous. Bubbas also have a very rare percentage of the time where sometimes they can be basement Bubbas. Which is like sometimes the killers, this specific killer has a different variant of player where instead of focusing on winning the game, they focus on guarding a chest inside of the basement. And the only way you can get them to release the chest is by bringing a certain amount of items to him. So I think that's really, and that's a very common thing you see too. It is the only killer in this game that has that kind of like niche to it, where sometimes the killer will play differently. He wants to get his hooks in right now, which is totally fair. Thank you, Mr. Bubba. But his little ability, in addition to having an M1, he essentially has an instant down. If he can hit you with that, but it's really hard to control. So he'll probably put you down again.
Yeah. Are
because they'll want you.
Are we just trying to lose at this point? Is that what we're doing?
No. He's friendly.
Okay.
He wants to get him getting all. So you die on 3 hooks.
Right. Yeah.
But he wants to get everybody to 2 hooks. See how he's not attacking us anymore?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So this is a way. Essentially, the game has become a mutual game. He will, in theory, because he said he's gonna be nice, let us go. In exchange, we help him get his hooks in, so that he also makes blood points from the match.
Oh, okay, I see. You know, back in the day when we used to do City of Heroes PvP, that's exactly what we did. We would just take turns winning. Because nobody really wanted to do PvP and everybody wanted the rewards. So we would just say, okay, whose turn is it? Bad guys or good guys? Okay, the good guy's gonna win? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's so sometimes because, and he's doing this because one of the survivors we had in the match earlier pretty much instant botted, and now both of them have botted, because sometimes survivors just give up and they'll just abandon a match, which sucks. So he's gonna kill the bot because that doesn't do any harm for him.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because that's not a real player anymore. That's just a...
Yeah, well, I guess it's just us.
So sometimes survivors will just give up, and playing with a bot puts the survivor team at a pretty severe disadvantage.
Yeah.
So as a result, sometimes whatever killers notice a bot has happened at the beginning of a match, they'll turn the match, as you've seen, into a friendly match where just everybody blood point farms.
Okay, that makes
because
sense.
it's not fun for the survivors, and it's not fun for the killers, because the part of the enjoyment is that
the
they want to be able to...
Too easy to...
Yeah.
Break. Yeah, that makes sense.
I appreciate him for letting us get these 3 generators done. Hi, King! Mwah! Here we go, here's my flashlight. That's our gen rushers. Yeah, they're gen rushers, and they also are really cowardly. So they don't really take chases very often, which puts the real players in danger a lot.
Right, because they're not getting the... Got it. I just realized that I didn't have all of my equipment, so I need to, like, fix my equipment after we get out of here, because I've been carrying medkits and using them up.
But I appreciate you letting me show Lita the ropes.
Yeah, it is appreciated. I'm pretty new to this game. I've only played it a handful of times.
And also Huntress, yes, this is Lita. This is another vampire VTuber. You should absolutely check her out. It can be. It's been
really, really cool hanging with you, getting to know you, and I definitely think we will collab again. You know, maybe we can grab some mutes from both of the communities as well, and get together.
No, that'd be super fun.
It's been really cool. Like, it's always good to meet people who have the same interests as I do, and especially talking about horror and it's fun. It's fun.
No, it's been so good.
Hi, thank you for joining.
It's been DVD is one of those games, and I think like examples like this, because I think there's a beauty to having the opposing team also be a real person, because I think you can make connections with someone diametrically opposed to you.
Absolutely.
And I think that's really been. I think that's just fun, truly.
Have you seen the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original movie?
I have not, but I have heard about it.
Pretty fucking good. That's a good one to watch.
Gotcha. You gotta show me horror movies.
You know, not for the faint of heart, obviously. They're good films. They're good films.
No, it's definitely, I want to start getting into them, but I'm really trying to make sure I watch, kind of as you and your dad did. I would love to watch bad horror movies so I can get accustomed to the tropes.
Oh, heck
before
yeah.
I watch good ones, so that they're a little bit more, like, palatable for me.
You gotta watch Plan 9 from Outer Space. Ed Wood.
You gotta send me what this movie is. I'm gonna forget it. You gotta text me it.
It's the worst, well, it's not the worst movie ever made. It's quite watchable. But it was famously called the worst movie ever made for a very long time because basically, Ed Wood... Are you familiar with Ed Wood?
I'm not familiar with Ed Wood.
Ed Wood is a director who made very bad, cheap films. And Ed Wood is an interesting man. A very interesting man. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. He was a recreational cross-dresser, and he made a film about that. He made a film about his cross-dressing hobby. Which, honestly, kinda holds up, which is weird. It's kind of good, actually, in a weird way. But also, the studio convinced him to, like, make it into partially a horror film. So it's got, like, scary parts, but not really. But, like, they're trying to sensationalize the idea of, like, trans people, but it was also the 50s? I don't know how else to explain this film. So that was weird.
I think that's interesting. That reminds me, there was I forget what it was. Was it Silence of the Lambs? That had a similar kind of...
Yeah.
Because I have seen that one, and I believe in there is another character who is kind of invested in...
I feel like Leonard Glenda is more woke than Silence of the Lambs. I feel like it's kinder portrayal. Bumpin' Buffalo Bill. Yeah, the Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, I don't remember it much. I think that's another thing. I really want to get into, like, that's where my kind of interest comes from. Like, games and media and their relationship to other things. Hi, do you want to kick the gen? Here you go. Yeah!
So, obviously, like, a queer horror director. In the 50s. So put all those things together, and you've got a very interesting character. There's also a movie about him. I think it's a Tim Burton film called Ed Wood, where they kind of like do a little biopic, but it's also a comedy because they're kind of picking fun of the fact that he was such a famously bad director. He was so bad at directing.
Oh my god.
But so Plan 9 from Outer Space is, they had a bunch of horror actors and they had a bunch of leftover sets. They decided to make a sci-fi movie about aliens, but there's also zombies and there's also Dracula. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess.
No, that's now I do have to see it.
You have to see it.
Okay, so he's gonna likely guide me to the door, and I want to find you.
I'm so lost. I'm back here in the basement world.
Oh, he nodded. Yeah, he's gonna guide me to the... Okay, we're at the door. If you're at the basement, let me make...
There's two different doors, right? I'm at the other door. I'm at the other door.
You're at the other door? We'll meet... he's got you. He's like, come here.
You're going this way, okay. I'm so lucky.
Oh, we might have a chance to actually slug race.
Okay, we'll slug. That sounds fun.
Yeah. You're not... You're walking away?
I'm walking away. Oh, this is the door. Oh, okay.
Yes,
I see. I get it.
He's gonna knock us both down.
Alright.
And then we can lock up.
Then we can slowly crawl out?
Not yet. You gotta start at the beginning. So he will give you the order as to when to start crawling.
Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning and learning. Okay.
You'll get... You think you're in a good place? Alright.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna give the order?
There.
Okay,
right,
and now we can race.
Now we're racing. Okay.
So typically with killers in slug races, they will give the order when to start, and then you have to figure out if they're playing a slug race where it's just run to the ending, or if they're playing red light, green light. Oh, did you want to see the Mori? Oh, I already left. That's my bad.
We have left already. I think we both left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice. No, that's okay. Thank you, Mr. Killer. I appreciate you.
Thank you. It was very nice to meet you. Thank you for joining our collab today.
I usually do red light, green light. Yeah, so some killers like slug race, some killers like red light, green light. I think for your first one, it's better to introduce you to slug race first because it's the more simple of the two. But the other one is pretty, the other one's pretty self-explanatory, obviously. You line up like you're gonna do a slug race, I don't have any items. And then you play red light, green light.
Items.
Let me give you a thumbs up, actually. Oh, you're a P100, and you brought Bam Bam. I'm giving you props. Thank you.
Rudimentary aid kit increases skill others along with this other first. I just did not have that equipped.
Oh yeah, definitely check out your add-ons and like what perks you have and kind of what they do. Yeah. So it'll definitely help you as you play.
I forgot to check that. I know that I set these up a long time ago. Got my pretty basic beginner dark sense. I got carrying generator. I can block generators. I keep forgetting I can do. Change. Well, that's okay.
Let me try to think of some perks that are pretty good for beginners. I think Deja Vu is another perk that's really good that you can probably have pretty easily. That one helps you see the 3 generators. It'll reveal the aura of the 3 generators closest to one another. So it helps you break 3 gens.
Okay. I got that one.
But also, if you ever are lost, it can also guide you that way. I always recommend once you get more experience with it. I am such an Iron Will gamer, so Iron Will muffles your screaming and it muffles your sounds of pain. which can be really good at being stealthy. And also, I just prefer it because I get overstimulated by all of the noise in this game. And so it's one less noise you have to worry about. But also it means that, like, let's say I take a hit and I can break killer line of sight and I can hide somewhere. Typically, it's pretty difficult to find because now you can't hear me.
I think Kindred was the one that I had set before too. All survivors see auras.
That one's also really good if you have that one.
Yeah. And then who do I have unlocked? I have Nick Cage. What's the one you said I should check out? He's one of the default.
I think take a look at Sable Ward. Look at her customization menu, and you can see kind of some of her like vibes. And I think you'll see why I kind of recommended her to you with like her outfits.
Yeah, I have to unlock her. I don't know how to do that.
So the more you play the game, you'll get what's called. Welcome in. No, the more you play the game, you'll unlock 2 different types of currency, the blood points and the eerie shards. And so the iridescent shards
the auric cells
are what you can do
to unlock the.
So you can either do that and spend actual hard-earned money on the game.
Accidentally bringing up the. Fortunately, that doesn't show on my screen. Doesn't show my.
Oh, phew! I got so worried.
Do you have a content creator code?
Oh my god, you have a content creator code?
No, do you have a content creator code?
Oh, I do not have a content creator code. I would love to get one someday.
Maybe I'll unlock her later and try it.
She has a lot of
make purchases right now, but I'm on the screen.
No, absolutely. You don't have to spend real hard-earned money either. You can use the in-game currency. You just don't have enough.
I see. I see. It's either or. It's not the same. It's either or. So it's this.
You don't need to have both. No,
shards. How do I earn iridescent shards?
So every time you play and you level up, you get iridescent shards.
Oh, okay.
Your player progression. There. The bathroom. Wow, we're getting some chatters today. I'm gonna start banning you guys.
Bathroom and boobs. Yeah, okay. I see you.
All right, freak.
Stick your face in a motorboat. Hey, I'm actually in ads. I'm actually in ads, but you can watch her viewpoint until I'm out of ads.
Oh my god. Oh, I should have set a multi-stream thing, a multi-stream link. You're able to do it where you can watch both at the same time.
Oh yeah.
But also, fortunately, for everybody who's here from my community, do you know that you can have exactly 2 streams open while counting as a viewer?
You can have more than 2. You can have more than 2. The fact that they think it's just 2 is wrong. You can have more than 2.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's way more than 2. I know people have a rumor that it's less than that. It's like only 2. No, it's more than 2.
Wait, I did not know that. This is new information for me.
Oh yeah, well, there's a lot of rumors that they penalize people for watching more than one stream. But I mean, I went to TwitchCon and there was a lot of questions about that, and because people were confused about like, do they punish lurkers? Like, I do have a lurk command on my stream. I am constantly lurking. I'm a big time lurker because I'll bring up streams while I'm at work. I'll have like 3 streams open. But you can as a viewer for more than one stream. It's not just 2 streams. You cannot turn the volume all the way down. That takes you out of the running if you aren't listening to the stream.
I see.
And what else was I gonna say? It's not about whether you're active in chat either. The reason people think that it's less is because they're like, oh, they punish you for watching multiple streams. So they're trying to avoid people like watching a million streams and botting. The number, they said that they wouldn't say the exact number because they don't want people to like try to
min-max it. Okay, yeah.
So that's the reason it's mysterious. But
yeah, I've never been to TwitchCon. I just know based on kind of what I have seen. So that's actually amazing information to know because I'm not a fan of spreading misinformation.
Yeah, and it
we should get out of here.
Should we get out of here first? Yeah. It can be a little confusing because they really are very I don't want to say shady. They're very shy about actually revealing data like that. I think just because they're trying to avoid like the bots getting a hold of it, and then if they find out what the actual number is, then they were min-maxing and rules lawyering and all that shit, and I'm gonna get, who is this guy?
this is Hillbilly. So this is the other chainsaw killer.
Chainsaw massacre.
So unlike Bubba, who stays kind of still, Billy runs whenever he does his, but it is also kind of similarly very hard to control. So long as you're kind of swerving, you can pretty much evade him. You just have to kind of use, because as you can see, he can kind of fly through the map very quickly. But it's really hard to control. It's kind of like driving a speeding car.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So left and right movements are really hard for him. So playing a lot of corners works very well against him.
Whenever you want to watch our funny streamers. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, watch your favorite streamers. Don't feel like you're going to get penalized for watching 2 or 3 streams at once. It's not really the case that you can only watch 2 streams. They do not want you to watch streams muted. Because that kind of then you kind of don't count as a viewer if you're muted. But other than that, you can watch more. I'm a big time lurker. I will have people's streams open in the background a lot because I usually
I love to lurk.
Working, and maybe I'll pop in and say hi real quick, and then I'll just leave it open while I'm doing something else. I tend to hang out a lot in people's chats and not talk, so I always support people who want to lurk because I have that same pattern. I'm lurking too half the time.
No, I am such a chronic lurker, and sometimes it's just that I don't know how long I'll be present, or like because I'll do it while I'm doing things.
Right.
And so as a result, it's been really nice to just be able to kind of like be there, be present, support, maybe listen a little.
I did
and then
go to
say
TwitchCon.
nothing.
I would not recommend it. I've gone twice.
Oh.
The first time I went was a lot of fun because it was in Vegas, and Vegas was a lot of fun. But then I went to the San Diego one that happened last year, and I thought it was pretty overrated. So, you know, that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I did a short vlog about my TwitchCon experience. If you're curious, it's on my YouTube, but I just didn't think it was worth the expense in the long run. I did get to see some good friends there. I got to meet some cool streamers there. I got to meet one of my artists there. So there was lots of good things about going. You know, got to meet my design mama, which was nice.
Oh, that is really nice.
Yeah, because I hadn't actually met her in person. I feel like I had been to multiple cons where she had been, and I had not actually encountered her in the booth, so it was really nice to finally get a chance to meet her. The person who designed, because my art is, I have a different designer than artists. My artist did the art for my character, and then the outfit was designed by a different artist, so all my credits are in my info for my meeting. But AC Peach was the one, or Camarist was the one who did my design, and then Gemini X2 was the one who did my actual art. I think she might be rebranding soon, so don't hold me on that. But I saw a post this morning that they're starting a new Patreon, so maybe you want to check that one out. As soon as I have info, I'll let you guys know. And then I did my own rigging, which is why it's still amateur.
Wait, you did your own rigging? That's so cool, actually. What were some of the things you had learned through doing your rigging?
Well, I feel like my head angles still need some work, but that's just because I'm drawing attention to it. But I was very particular about how I wanted the spider legs to work, so that was something that I was being very fussy about, so I did that myself. I want a tongue toggle. I would love to do a 2.0 at some point and get a little bit more mouth action going on. But my undergrad degree is in animation, so I knew like most of the basics, like how to rig a mouth, for example, because I used to do 3D animation.
Yeah, your mouth rigging is phenomenal.
Do you think so? I'm very flattered that you would say that. You know, it's something that I learned a long time ago in school about how to do motion, or how to do. Whoa, he is fast. Holy shit!
Right? No, he's a little zoomer.
Blazing fast. That's crazy.
I think that's so cool, and it also like the cost that you save by being able to do your own rigging. I have a rigging father and a model mama. And I do have a different design artist. The person who concepted Aki in general, the person who did the outfit design when I redesign. as well as my model mama and rigging father all came together. But like, I think that mama y papa.
Yes, mama y papa.
But no, I found that like seeing the different ways VTubers have kind of been inventive or like put work in to be able to almost cut down on costs, I guess, is the best way I could say it, but also like learn a new skill that they can apply elsewhere has been really cool.
I've been sacrificed. It means I can watch you guys for
And so not only have you, so let me get this straight, you've rigged this model, but you've also done the art for your previous one.
I did the art for my previous one, and I rigged. Well, the previous one was completely made by me. So this time is just the rigging that I did on my own, because I'm not as confident as an artist, like drawing, as I am with animation. Because I have a background in 3D, which in 3D, the rigging process for like a 2D VTuber versus a 3D VTuber, there's a lot of transferable skills. I used to do 3D animation, like on commission, and I learned a lot doing that. So yeah, just I would have a rigged model, or I would have to do like lip sync for it. This is one of the ways that I kind of put myself through college.
Yeah. Would you ever try to do, like, since you do have, like, the undergrad for 3D animation, would you ever try to make a 3D model?
I really want to, but I don't have the hardware for, like, a good motion capture, and I really would want to have, like, all the mocap stuff before I wanted to do with 3D, so maybe someday.
Yeah, no, I've seen different types of 3D. Like, and they definitely intrigue me. I don't know. I would love to see, I know that there was talks about it, Live 2D having their own hand rigging. But I'm curious how that would work, being that hands and arm motions would definitely, like, kind of breach into a more 3D setting.
Yeah, it would be, actually. I'd be curious to know how that would work, too. I've never seen that. There's a number of ways to do the 3D, the hand, like, people used to use Leap Motion. But that's kind of I think they discontinued Leap Motion. I think it's kind of fallen out of fashion. At TwitchCon, there was some really interesting, cheap motion capture solutions for people that wanted to like have motion capture. And I think it would probably not be that expensive to get a mocap rig. But I'm always weighing, like, I really love doing content creation. When am I going to be able to devote more time to improving my stream versus, how much money do I want to spend improving my stream? And it's like, oh gosh, there's so many different angles that you can do and so many different things you can do. So, like, better audio, like getting a 3D model so that I can do VR chat and stuff. There's a lot. It's almost overwhelming, the options that you have as a content creator, I think.
Yeah, no, I definitely, because that's something that's always intrigued me, because I am very, like, expressive with my hands when I speak, and I would be curious how that would translate with, like, the different types of ways that you can express with different models and, like, the 3D setting, and, like, obviously there's, like, V-Roid that's out there as well, and then stuff like that. I don't know, it's just been very cool, so it's really nice to pick your brain kind of about this stuff, being someone who has experience both within the live 2D and the 3D setting.
And I haven't made a 3D VTuber, so I don't know what the pipeline even is for it. It's something I'd have to look into. But honestly, if I were to get a 3D, I probably would mostly do commissions, just because I feel like it would be faster. I know that I'm super, super rusty as a 3D modeler. But since I've been doing art streams again, there's always that possibility that I'll fire up 3D Studio Max or try to learn Blender. I don't know Blender. I learned on Maya and Max because those are professional grade products, and I was lucky enough to learn on those, but then I don't know Blender at all. But I hear that Blender's improved a lot since the last time I touched it, so maybe it's not so bad anymore. Yeah,
this is the whole new world. I was very fortunate in being able to do all the commission stuff, because like I think the closest thing to an art program I used was like Krita. And I did that way back in the day. Well, I do not think these two are getting out.
This is my year of learning Clip Studio Paint. So, yeah, try to learn that on streams. Blender has a bad UI, but it makes the same kind of models. Yeah, the problem is the UI is so different that if you're used to the UI in Max, it's like, yes, you can make the same quality of stuff. Boy, is it a learning curve to go from one to the other. I use B for artists for better UI. Oh, okay. One of the things that I'd love to get back to doing, and on stream even, is I would like to learn, or I'd like to get back to doing ZBrush. Not learn, I know ZBrush, but it's been years since I touched it. Which is 3D sculpting.
Ooh, that's what GG's, Meg. Thank you for the follow. No, I found that, with, like, seeing the different ways, like, the programs, because as someone who is attached to the sphere, you kind of see what a lot of people use. I found that, UIs can be one of the, like, #1 stoppers for, like, artists wanting to experiment with new things, especially like I think a great example is the way that you can make rigged art, not specifically like for VTube models, but like for starting toon screens or for like covers and stuff like that. A lot of people are very resistant to it just because like learning the UI of a new software can just be such an uphill battle for so long.
It's tough, yeah. B for Artists is a Blender with a better UI. I'll definitely want to check that out if I get back into doing 3D, because I did struggle with Blender's UI big time when I was trying to learn it. And I was like, I can't do this. I'm going back to Max. Which is where I'm comfy. My comfy UI that I know how it works. There used to be Maya and Studio Max, and then the company that owned Studio Max bought out the company that owned Maya, so they're now owned by the same people. They're two different programs that do the same shit.
Oh, okay.
That was a long time ago at this point, but I feel like Max was more tuned toward game development, and Maya was more tuned toward film and special effects, but you know. And I'm also doing After Effects because my dad's in a band and needs graphics, so that's been my other side project.
But something I have really taught myself, not nearly to the same degree as like actual proper things, but I never really used Canva prior to becoming a streamer.
Oh yeah, Canva's very useful, yeah.
And Canva has been like learning how to make your own graphics, not in terms of like the art wise, but in terms of just like promotional material. Like genuinely, a lot of VTubing is adverts.
Right? Definitely. I made my business cards in Canva.
Did you really?
Yeah, my ones that I hand out at cons.
I think it'd be so cool. I have such a mixed relationship. Part of me would love to be able to go to like a Twitch or like a VTuber con, not specifically Twitch con, but like a streamer related con.
I'm going to Offkai this year, so we'll see how that goes.
Are you?
Yeah.
I've heard Offkai is quite the like party themed convention.
I understand.
I have friends who have all gone. I don't know if I'd ever be willing to break my immersion like that though, it's not because of like of confidence.
That's the one thing.
But it's like, I don't know. It makes me nervous. You know what I mean?
You're in your flesh tuber bag, your flesh skin bag. And no, that's true. That's true. And you have to be willing to be seen, which can be the whole thing.
I think it's great for networking, and I think it's great to meet new people and have these awesome experiences. But I also I know myself. Like for example, I am covered in very traceable, noticeable tattoos.
Ooh, okay.
So going somewhere means that I instantly, if you see that, now you know exactly what to look for.
Really? I don't have a single tattoo for all of you guys out there. I've always thought about it, but I've never taken the plunge. No, I've never done it.
How is it is there a reason why? Is it like the cost? Is it like the pain?
No, I just have always thought that if I started, I would never want to stop.
I foolishly started when I was 18, and that has continued.
So that's kind of my thought. There's lots of things that I probably would get tattooed on myself, and when I think about it, I probably wouldn't regret any of those things. But then I think I would probably have a bunch of them if I decided to start getting tattoos.
It is a money sinker, that is for sure. I just got a new piece on my arm that I love, but it was a gift because I would not be able to get it if it was anything else. But no, I love tattoos. Truly, I think this is something that comes from being neurodivergent, and I'm pretty open about it. There is I think that growing up, I did kind of micro stim pain. Not in a masochism or a self-harm way, but in genuinely just a boredom way. It's an actual thing that people experience. And tattoos were a really good outlet for me to do that in a controlled and healthy setting.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm not sheathed in them. Like, I don't have full sleeves or anything like that, but just about every 2 years, I'm like, it's tattoo time.
Trying to get another tattoo. Treat yourself a little bit with something nice.
Yeah.
I can see that. I could see that. I could see me getting hooked on doing that.
Some people like, and I try to make sure I space it out. Some people like to go get like $100 massages. I like a $200 tattoo once every 2 years.
Gosh, I was just
and
talking
truly,
about getting a massage because I've only ever gotten them when I'm on vacation. I should just get them more often.
Yes. Oh my god, I want to do a massage so bad. I wish that I made massage on the regular money. Seeing people who are able to like take proper care of themselves on a regular frequency are so like like I can tell their quality of life has improved as a result. And I think that's what makes it seem so valuable to me. Also, it's a nurse, so she'll teleport around the map. As she is with me right now.
Fucked up. These generators are all clustered like right next to each other. This map is small.
No, and genuinely, I would get them touched up and getting them touched up truly is not a huge deal. Genuinely, I think a lot of people are so afraid of touch-up for tats. It's not super noticeable, and genuinely, at least for me and my experiences, they are not nearly as painful as people make them out to be.
Well, it's like not as bad as getting a shot, right?
It's about the equal level of I would say it's less than getting a shot, but it's longer than getting one. It's truly, and I think it also really matters where you place it. If you have never gotten a tattoo before, don't go get one on your neck or foot. Like, don't go get it where there is not a lot of skin. It's not somewhere that you use very often. Don't go get the biggest piece known to man that covers your shoulder to your ass.
Right.
Start
small.
Get some. Exactly.
See,
start small. Start in an area that makes sense. It is an uncomfortable sensation and sometimes stings a little, but I have compared it to icy hot.
Okay, that's awesome.
So if the pain is what wards people off, I recommend just picking out a small tattoo to try somewhere. You can find plenty of really cool designs that is like under an hour. My very first tattoo, foolishly, because I knew I would be able to handle the pain, because like I said, I grew up kind of like, I was a nail biter, and like, I did a lot of things that kind of like represented that, and so I was trying to find a better outlet for that. Not because of anything bad, it's like a tick. And I found that with tattoo. Ooh.
And she got me.
Oh, I don't make that save. That's a bummer. I was gonna try to get the flashlight save on you. What I will try to do is get your unhook.
I kept her busy for a little while. We're doing
yes,
good.
You did, actually. We have 2 generators left.
Yeah, we're doing good on generators.
I'm gonna get you, and then we're gonna leave.
Smaller maps.
She likely has Nurse's Calling, which means that... So that's one of her base kit perks, which means that when we heal, she can see her auras.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So just be mindful of that. If we start hearing heartbeats, we should mosey. Because she broke chase with them. And if she can see our aura.
Yeah, we got somebody coming our way.
That's another survivor.
Yeah, I know.
But we should be able to heal her pretty quickly.
Double heal.
I don't like the idea of things being poked in my skin. So it's truly, it is not bad. I mean, like I said, I just got a tattoo. And if you don't like it, it's not for everybody. But the anxiousness of getting a tattoo is genuinely way worse than the process of it actually happening.
Kind of like a roller
And I truly
coaster.
believe that. Yeah. And genuinely... Exactly. Genuinely, one of the things about tattoos is you have to be relaxed during it. You will work yourself up and it will hurt more because your body will be stiff, which will make it more resistant to things being put in it.
You know, that makes sense.
When you are relaxed, it genuinely hurts less. And that's not like a silly haha.
Is that why people get tattoos when they're drunk?
That might actually be a part of it. Yeah, I know some people who will intentionally drink just to get... Hi. Young lady.
I just got done watching a video on YouTube, and it's Alton Brown and Babish, and they drink like 12 cocktails, maybe more.
Okay.
I do know. Are you familiar with Alton Brown, first of all? Because
I am not, but I am happy to learn, and I am familiar with drinking 12 cocktails. So,
so he's a TV chef. He was on the Food Network for a long time. He had a really, really good cooking show. It's hard not to be a fan of the guy once you've seen his work. He's very charismatic and very funny, and he does a lot of science and stuff. 12 cocktails? Yeah, they drank so they were rating every major cocktail. So they were like, let's rate all the cocktails. And so the bartender keeps bringing them cocktails. And of course, at first they're just taking one sip, and then they're talking about it, and then they're talking about their experience with the cocktail, and then they're like ranking it, right? But near the end, since they've taken a sip or two of like 12 different cocktails, they're pretty drunk by that point, right? So near the end, they actually go bananas. And then halfway through, he's like, I invited a tattoo artist to come and give us cocktail tattoos while we drink the cocktails. So they're getting a tattoo. Oh my god. It's crazy. It's so funny. And these guys are getting increasingly drunk while they're getting tattoos. And it's very wholesome. And at the end, he asks to get a tattoo of his wife's name. And so he like calls her to write her name on a piece of paper. It's awesome.
She ate me up right there.
Who is this again?
Hey,
Alton Brown. If you aren't watching his YouTube, it's very good. He used to be on TV.
He left me?
Whoops. Oh, whoop. There's the nurse. Okay. Whoop. Hey, we've only got one generator left.
We do, but I do think I'm gonna give you a truth I do not think you were ready for. I do think this is going to be a hatch match because everybody but me is on Death Hook, so people are gonna start dropping like flies.
Okay.
I'm trying to take her away from you guys, but I think she is aware of this fact and will not stick to a chase with me as a result.
Oh yeah, because she only has to do one more kill, huh? All right, we'll check it out. Yeah, his channel is really fun. He used to do a live show as well. You could go see him cook in person on stage, which was really cool. His old show is very much like a combination of like a science guy combined with cooking. So he talks about like the science behind food, not just food. So it's very inspirational for somebody who wants to do educational content as well, because he's very he doesn't just talk about what he's cooking, he also talks about the why, which is really cool. And he has a YouTube show that he posts every week, and the cocktails one is very funny, but they do get tattoos right in the middle of their, this.
That's so fun, dude.
Yeah. And by the end, they're extremely drunk, so that's also funny. Cooking content's not my favorite. I love cooking content. I've tried cooking streams, but it's hard because I don't really have a good camera setup for it. But I've got a friend on YouTube that does a cooking stream, not every single week anymore, but often. And her whole kitchen is set up for cooking streams. So it's really neat.
Cool, actually.
Multiple cameras and all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, you're kind of too good on
she is going to be coming you guys' way.
I see.
So I would either read that generator.
We can't.
Or
we're done. We're finished it. We've got it.
Oh, you got it? Oh,
yeah.
Beautiful!
Now we just have to let it. Now we're screwed, unfortunately, but, you know, what if we both run different directions?
Well, she can only chase one of you at a time.
That's what I'm saying. What if I went this way?
Yeah.
And Lara Croft went that way. There's two Lara Crofts. What if I went this way?
And then me and the Laura leave and work on a... She didn't stay with you? She did not stay with you.
No, I tried to dodge out of the... Yeah, I tried to get out of there. I didn't want to run with her, because that way one of us has to run the villain way, you know? Right, now all we gotta do is pull that lever. Right? We gotta pull this lever here?
Yes, pull the lever and pull.
Is there a reason why I wouldn't do that?
Just start pulling. That's how you start working on the door. I will start making my way to you now that the Laura has taken the chase.
Although, I'm holding this down for an awfully long time.
You're almost done. Yep, you have to hold it down for about a minute and a half. And then the door will open and you can leave.
I've been slashed.
Oh no. That you have. That you have.
It's okay. It's actually fine, actually. You have to wait for the door to open, right?
No, so the door doesn't open on its own. You have to hold it while it opens. So once you hold it, the full meter, you can escape. Like, I'm about to open this door now.
Oh, the other
I
one?
do not think it will matter, because I think she will come this way. Okay, she did pick up. I do think you may be dead here.
Oh, okay.
I do think I won't be able to save you. Fuck.
Well, it is what it is.
You will get to see her Mori if she can find you.
I'm very slowly crawling away from the door. I couldn't quite get it open. I thought I had it, but she got me at the last second.
Yeah, and you aren't able to work on anything when you are down, unfortunately. But you did almost have the door open, and at that point, it would have opened,
yeah,
and you guys could have left.
It's too bad you can't heal yourself when you're fully down.
There is a perk that lets you. I actually run that perk.
Oh,
so there is a perk that you can run that is on Bill, called Unbreakable, that increases your recovery speed. So whenever you're not moving, you recover faster. But in addition to that, you can, once a trial, pick yourself up from this slug state.
I'm just
And
very
I like it.
whimpering my way to the other side of the arena.
Oh yeah, if you can make it to that door, you can get out.
I could. Do it for the big booty goth bobbies and fishnets. Like, yes, we're trying. We're doing our best.
She might find you here.
She found me.
Yeah.
I've been found. I've been located.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do the thing.
I don't.
Go ahead and do the
Her
cool
Mori
thing.
is very intimate.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's always. You know what? I don't mind because I kind of like seeing the kills.
Yeah, no, it genuinely, it's kind of like a reward at
Ew,
the end.
okay, that's creepy. That's creepy.
Right?
Just a little face touch at the end there. Or somebody would just jump on me like that.
Because she did have nurses calling and nowhere to hide and agitation and lethal.
Might be a good time to ask,
Yeah.
do you have a typical time that you stop your stream? Because
Oh,
I
yeah,
have to cut off, like, probably 7 o'clock-ish is the latest I can stream.
I truly was planning on cutting off around 6.
6
we
is
have
good.
about 24.
Yeah, 6 is good. Yeah, because, I might be... So, Off Kai is doing a choir, and they have a choir rehearsal today, and I don't know shit about what they're doing, but I think I might lurk and see what they're up to. I might try to join the Off Kai
that's
choir.
so fun.
I love when horror gets horny. Yeah, man. Horror and horniness are like bread and butter. They go together.
That's kind of that's what I was talking about earlier. I would love to like investigate kind of like the connection between like sexual topics and horror itself.
I bet you there's a lot of scholarship about this, and I bet you could probably even find like somebody who did like master's level work on it, because it sounds like a master's thesis kind of topic, right? Like,
like the correlation between horror and yeah, no, that is definitely something that I really would love to just kind of get myself into.
I think the thing that you and I have in common is you have that same, like, I'm curious about thing. I want to research thing for, like, hours, right?
Yes, I do.
Because all that talk about, like, the vampire novels and stuff is like, yeah, man, just fall down that rabbit hole. That's how I got into VTubers, the VTuber rabbit hole.
Oh my god, I was going on such a deep dive for VTuber. I actually went on a big deep dive recently for K-pop and the origins of K-pop and when it was first used, like when that term was first used, because it's a little bit newer than you think. It is like it really started to gain traction only in the 2000s. But I don't know, that's really cool. I go on these big rabbit holes because I get some downtime whenever I'm working, and during that time, I'm hunting.
Yeah, I'd love to find out new stuff about whatever. I'll just get really curious, just look up a bunch of things. But at least now, when I do that, I have the ability to make a stream out of it. Like, guess what rabbit hole I went down, guys? Now I'm going to tell you all about the rabbit hole that I went down.
Yeah. We're about to go in this rabbit hole together, actually.
Yeah,
we're all about to start
to
researching.
Learn all those crap.
Pull out your textbooks.
Yeah, it's classroom time.
No, I have also, I guess this is another, we were talking about different vampire media when we were hanging out, and we specifically brought up, like, Twilight and the impact it's had on the genre, both for, like, the young
Alice is a Twilight
genre,
fan. Alice just
and also in
spoke up in my
relations.
chat. Yes, because we think it's funny And the more I learn about it as well, like the fact that Twilight is kind of superheroes inspired in a lot of ways because all the vampires have like different superhero powers. Yeah, Twilight is just superheroes. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Yeah. Because they're kind of like the X-Men. All the vampires have like their individual vampire superpower. But like,
yeah.
I think it became, you know, it's easy to shit on Twilight. Because, oh, it's a thing that a woman wrote for girls to enjoy. But, like, you know, the humans have superpowers and becoming vampires makes it stronger. Oh, right, because then she was kind of, like, immune to his psychic powers the first time they met. And then he was, like, intrigued by her potential. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
I completely forgot about that little thing, because doesn't he, like, read minds or something? I thought that was, like, Edward's, like, thing. Or was that... No, Alice sees the future. Edward
Alice
reads
sees the future and can't, like, read her future. And then Edward tries to, like, read her mind, but he can't read because she's, like, immune to all their crazy vampire tricks. You're like, oh, she must be special.
I'm gonna warn you, because you're on that generator right now. At the end, there's gonna be a mini game where you're gonna have to make a lot of quick time event like
really?
checks
is this something
quick
that the dealer is giving to us? Okay. Well,
yes, this is called Merciless Storm.
Okay.
So as you approach the end, lock in because there will be a skill check that'll start that will not stop.
Okay, well, good to know.
It's gonna approach here in a second. It'll happen in rapid succession, so you have to pay very close attention to it. It's about to happen.
We're gonna lock in.
I blew it. I blew it.
blew
You
it.
didn't blow it. I absolutely blew it. That's my bad. So now it'll take a little bit, and then we'll be able to work on it again.
All right. Well, push for that.
Well, we can go get the unhook if we want to.
It's tough. He can. Rami Malek's character can shoot fire and cause earthquakes. That's crazy.
Oh my god! Yeah, I forgot about that. What was the redheaded girl from the first movie? Well, no, she was the villain of the third one, actually.
Yeah.
I
think so.
What was her power?
And isn't
I
it
forget
like
what hers was.
in the one movie they have a whole like oops my god fuck I fucked up. They have a whole like flashback / dream sequence where like everybody dies in horrible ways and they make a whole thing out of it.
Oh my god, I think you're so right. Did that happen in New Moon? I think that was the second one.
It's like nuts. It goes absolutely off the rails.
New Moon is such a fever dream to me out of all of them. I can remember, like, vividly.
And I haven't watched those movies in a long time. We get to do, like, a watch-along on my Discord. Twilight on my Discord. We went through, because it's the year of the horse, I did some horse games. And we discovered this horse game that was really boring. And I was like, what's the deal? I found the killer. I have located the killer.
That you have.
We found this horse game was really boring. And I was like, why is this game like this? And it turns out that it was based on a movie. So we watched the movie, and the movie was absolutely unhinged. So we're like, okay,
was it really?
I guess we have in a good way. Like, it was dumb, but in a way that was very watchable. We're like, oh, I guess we have to watch the rest of these movies now. And they never stopped being watchable, which is kind of nuts. I distracted him for a minute or two.
You did. There is a movie I should show you. So it's based on an anime. I don't know how you feel. I mean, you went to con, so I'm assuming that you've engaged with your fair share of anime.
I love an anime.
Thank you. So it's called Revolutionary Girl Utena, but specifically one of the spin-off movies. Revolutionary Girl Utena was one of the first, like, examples of, like, really the intro to kind of
Is that the one where she turns
lesbian.
into a car?
Yes, it is! It is the one where she turns into a car for no reason!
I'm familiar with the show. I've watched the show. The show's fun. The show's a lot of fun. Yeah. It's an old school show. Old school, old school gay magical girls show.
It is one of my like comfort animes. But that movie where she just randomly, not in canon by the way, turns into a car.
Sometimes you
lives in my brain.
Sometimes you just turn into a car. Oh wow! What's that scream? What? Are we getting hit by a killer thing?
Oh! I totally did not realize what just happened.
No, it's okay. That's okay. We both split this way, and then we go this way, and I'm gonna do unhook over here while he's chasing you.
I didn't mean to.
No, it worked out good. No, I didn't mean to.
No, the killer definitely thinks I tried to get you caught by him.
No, that's funny though.
because he's shaking his head no at me. He's like, naughty, naughty. How dare you throw your teammate under their bus? I didn't know.
I shouldn't have followed you. I should have split different directions.
No, that was 100% on me. I had gotten to the point where I was like, where his like stain, the little red spotlight was on my body.
Sounds like a great way to drive people up the wall.
Oh my god.
Thanks. Oh, he disappeared behind me. Oh god.
Crazy. That was not the intention at all, Sadistic. I genuinely didn't know. I saw your stain pop up behind me, and I forgot that the stain teleports to me. My friend is actively in this call, and I'm trying to teach her the game. That was genuinely an accident.
It's fine! I'm not mad. I'm hiding. I'm hiding from the killer. He'll never spot me. Unless he's stream sniping, but he'll never spot me.
He is in chat.
Okay. Well then it's not gonna, then the hiding is not hiding his futile.
Yeah. The accidental friendly sandbags are canon. No, they are canon and they do hurt me. Oh my god, look at this person, look at the way they... It's your canon event. Guys, please.
I gotta snap out of it. I'm not doing a very good job of snapping out of it.
Yes. I can't not sandbag Sorial and Catnip so I play with them. Oh my god. And I know Sorial yells at you for it. We have this friend who also streams. But when he's in loop, dude, that guy talks to the killer the entire loop. It is insane. I have to lock in. I go quiet. Own the sandbag. Be the sandbag! Oh my god.
Well, I did watch the first Twilight movie with the riff tracks on the first time I watched it, so...
Wait, with the riff tracks?
Yeah.
Say more?
The riff tracks is guys that talk over the movie. They make jokes.
Oh,
You're not familiar with Mystery Science Theater 3000. This is an old person thing for sure at this point. Oh my god, he just teleported right in front of me! Holy
so
shit!
He is not teleporting, you're going insane.
I'm hallucinating.
You gotta stop moving, and then you'll be able to snap out of it. You'll have a...
Not hiding. Hiding is not the thing I have to do. I have to
just stop moving. Literally stand still, and you'll get the prompt to snap out.
Yeah, I have to push the snap out of it button.
Yeah.
I've not been successfully snapping out of it.
How much for a sandbag emote? You're not getting a sandbag emote. No, it's not that bad. I only do it accidentally once, like, every... Fuck! Can we get a blown the generator emote? Dude, I'm so bad at this game.
I have the perk where I can see the generator. That is helping me out quite a bit.
Right? Isn't it so helpful?
Yeah, that's actually really useful, because I was like, before on that one K-pop map, I was like, I don't even fucking know where the generators are.
No, I always recommend that perk to newcomers because I find that, like, also for one, it does help you understand where the generators are on a map. It helps you learn map navigation so much faster. But two, it also gets you to start training to prevent what's called a 3-gen. Are you sure you want a killer main? Damn! I am a survivor main. Sometimes I play killer. I'm just bad. People can't be bad at games anymore.
Not allowed. It's rude.
Not allowed. I'm awful. Cancel me. On Blue Sky though, not Twitter.
I do still have a Twitter account. I don't use it as much as my Blue Sky.
I am gonna start going. Oh, Queen, we gotta go. That one wasn't even me.
That was me.
That wasn't me. Hold on, he is still gonna rapidly. He is rapidly approach the area.
Oh, there he is. I see him.
Yeah, he is with me. See, this happened to me last time, and I got mad crazy. So what if we were like, what if we bonded? What if you and we trauma bond, and you don't hit me with your electric stick? Okay.
Oh, yep, you're on the ground. I'm trying to heal myself, but... Alright, I've done it.
You've done it. Wonderful. You will likely need to go get... I wouldn't worry about getting me first. I would worry about getting the other person on hook. Oh, well, you might not have the opportunity.
Oh, I was just hallucinating again. Hallucinating is really crazy. I thought that there was a thing, and there wasn't a thing.
Yeah, the way that the doctor works, because this is your first time facing the doctor in a while,
It is.
right?
I don't think I've ever fought this guy. He's making me go absolutely nuts.
Yes, he does make you go actually crazy, and he'll put his stain on you with like that red spotlight, which makes you think he's chasing you longer than he is. His abilities for people who can do Doctor well are very good, actually.
I think we're all hooked or dead, so I think that's the match, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, that was a tough match.
That's okay. We go next. Yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about, because this is why I wasn't worried about playing this game at all whenever I was having you here, because I'm like, I do not think it is possible in my brain of all brains to take Dead by Daylight
It's
seriously.
it's not very sweaty.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as you can see,
casual.
there's a lot of times where survivors and killers come in your matches, in your chat, and most of the time they're vibes. And sometimes they're not, and when they aren't, we all point and laugh at them, and then they leave, and it's in that order.
I do get 75 shards every time I do a match, so eventually buy that new character.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's another thing. I like
get the
that
same
while it is
currency for
hard to
playing
get.
Killer and Survivor, right? If I were to decide to log in later and do Killer matches, I would still.
Oh my god, you absolutely should.
I'm thinking about it.
Let me hydrate.
I kind of know how to do
What
it.
killer would you play?
Well, I've played a little Trapper. I do think I have Pyramid Head. I might give him a try. Trapper's actually kind of fun, you know, for a beginner at least. And I did unlock Dracula, but he seems way harder to use.
Yeah, I definitely recommend. Also, this is something that I have been doing.
Also,
especially
here Michael
for killer
Myers is kind of
matches.
fun, even though he's very basic, but that's kind of the point, I guess.
They buffed him recently. He used to work very differently. I miss old Michael Myers. Truly, I do. They totally changed how his kit works.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So it used to be that he has to like tear up by staring at you, right? Like he has like a stalk tear.
Right.
That's pretty much almost been. He still has to stalk you, kind of, but it just unlocks a like instant down the way that Bubba was able to instant down us earlier.
Okay.
Which is fine, but I don't know. He was definitely weaker before, but I think he had a lot more personality to play against before.
Dracula's throw magic spam people's bat fairly easy. Oh, he's fairly easy? Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So he just has a lot of, that's what I was saying. I would say Dracula has like a mid-tier skill ceiling because there is a lot of abilities. You have to learn a lot of abilities. Yeah. But the second you understand what each ability does, he's kind of mindless.
Oh, that's fun.
You just kind of chase people around.
I've never faced down a Dracula. You need to lock in and pop a gen right away, then sandbag your friend as you're running away.
Nay, I shan't do it. I shan't do it because now you're watching me. I will
this
be
might
so
be
good.
Our next to last. We're coming up on time, but man, it's been fun hanging out with you.
I've enjoyed this.
Oh, well, no, I was gonna say we haven't fought a Wesker yet, and there he is.
There he is. Like clockwork.
The douchebag.
Always returns.
His theme music is playing. Oh, we're having a time.
Please don't be in this area where the heartbeats are getting louder and louder and louder. That would be crazy.
I'll just run around.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Still chasing. Oh, this way. Oh, this way. Now I fall. There's too many doors. I distracted him for a while, but that's my job.
Yes, you did. You had 2 people be able to find a generator. It's pretty swell.
Lots of
stuff. Lita needs to pop a gen and sandbag me.
Oh, I need to get to my revenge.
Yeah.
My revenge?
Yeah, exactly.
That's okay.
You need to bring the killer to my exact location.
What is this little ducky hanging from the hook?
So those are charms. So you as a survivor can attach charms to your body, and as a killer, you can attach hooks. How that counted is bullshit. That's evil. That's evil and awful. I dropped that pallet. No, I have found, I actually really enjoy, I think this is maybe this is my own ego talking. I also really enjoy playing DBD with people who are maybe less familiar with DBD. because I've had a lot of experiences with people who have stopped enjoying this game simply because they were playing with parties who either take it too seriously, or maybe parties that don't know how to handle kind of frustration in games as well, and it's really diluted their experience of the game.
You're supposed to drop the ball before
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, do you want to heal me?
I got really close to finishing off that generator, but I was kind of locked in and wasn't paying attention to the fact that he was right behind me, which is
no, honestly, that's so fair. And he also has something that does make you oblivious. I'm not sure exactly what, but I am currently... Oh, that shot? They shot?
Yeah, I think I didn't get a heartbeat, actually. I think maybe that he's sneaking.
Yeah.
Like... Definitely a name where you need people who can laugh things easily. Yeah, it's definitely a game where you can't have people that are too uptight. Pretty silly.
Yeah.
Anyways.
No, and I think that genuinely, I think that can really impact your experience, because this is one of my comfort games. And so I actually do really genuinely love introducing people to this game, or even reintroducing, or just playing with people who haven't been as experienced with it. Because I'm not good at the game, and I never pretend to be good at the game. But I enjoy playing it, and I enjoy being able to share that experience with others who might find enjoyment in it themselves. Because we spent this whole day talking about horror. Yeah. And this is a game that celebrates it.
I like its commitment to like the old school horror franchises too. Like it's cool to see like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and shit, you know?
And like even with the licenses, like Michael Myers, the original Scream movie, stuff like that.
The characters they license are neat. There's a wide variety of things that you can pull from.
This will likely be where I die, because I do not think anybody is close enough to get me in time.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. So I would not stress it, because I think even if you left now, you would not get me, because you are across the map.
I am way across the map. This is a big map, too.
It is technically, I believe, one of the biggest maps.
I've got some fucking Lost Plagas on me, too, so that's not great. I don't love that situation. I've got the worms, and they are in
You got the worms?
Yeah, I don't like the worms. Bad. Is there a way to get rid of the worms? How do you get rid of the worms?
There is. So you have to find some of the chests around the map, and when you find the chests, you actually can, like, debug yourself.
Oh, okay, I see. This must be the antidote right here.
I would have gotten Thank you.
I would have gotten you off the hook, just saying.
It's alright. I am not stressed. As you can see, this game does not stress me out. A death is a death. I am chill. But no, Magus, that makes me happy. Yeah, I think that's been one of the cool things as a streamer, and I'm sure you can kind of relate to this with the type of content you make, being a lot of exposing people to new games. A lot of it is kind of just, I think the joy of being a content creator is being able to share interests that you have, show yourself enjoying them, and even invest other people in enjoying them too. I think I have been the gateway for a lot of people getting into DVD, and that's really cool.
I like to show people indie games. I'm a big proponent of indie game developers, supporting indie gamers and people who make their, own stuff. And anytime I get the opportunity to show off a cool indie game or even talk to a dev, it really warms my heart. So, yeah, one thing I like to do.
No, that's so cool.
I've to be able to make those connections.
Because you said you were, because with like this, with your connections with Steam and stuff too, I imagine that also opens up a lot of doors.
It's been lucky for me. I basically just went into, so I used to review games. It was a side job that I used to do for a little while.
Yeah.
And that I no longer do that. But I made a, oopsie, he slammed me against a wall. That was cool. This is actually one of the more chill Weskers that I've dealt with. Sometimes Wesker can be kind of a pain in the ass. This guy seems alright. He's after me again. Yeah, no time to spring. Oh, I've been slammed against the wall again. Oh, well. I was right next to the hook, that's why. I didn't even think about that. I literally led him right to it. That's okay. Yeah, so I basically started a Steam curator so that I could keep track of the games. The reason I did was because my other friend, Ellieface, who's a streamer out here, and one of the people that got me into streaming, I might shout her out. She's the one that does the cooking stream.
Mhm.
She basically said, hey, she was playing a game that I really like called Phantasmagoria, which is another horror game. It's really old. It's an FMV horror game. Phantasmagoria 2 is a super, super interesting game. The guy who started it, and it's FMV, so it's a live action story. The guy who started it actually is also a Twitch streamer now. So
oh really?
Yeah, so you can actually like go. You can see him. He plays other old school horror games and other old school adventure games. But he's the star of this game, and it's really, really weird and abstract and strange. And she was playing it, and she said, "Hey, why didn't you tell me about this game?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, I forget that people don't know about the lit ass horror games in the world." So I started a curator on Steam purely to like keep track of these games that I think are wild, and it's called the Weird Cool Games Club. You can look it up, and it's all the games that are weird. So a lot of those are horror. Some of them are puzzle. Some of them are comedy games because they're very strange. And so I get sent just the weird stuff. Ends up in my curator. And so every once in a while, I'll just play a bunch of weird games, and we'll see if they qualify as weird. If they qualify as weird, they get added to the curator. So if you like weird stuff, check that out on Steam. That's where I get a lot of my content from these days. Lately, I've been on a big retro kick, so I'm doing Mega Man. Mega Man is a big part of my life, big part of my backstory as a gamer. And I also play a little gacha. Play a lot of things.
Oh my god, what gachas do you play? I've never played any gachas, but I'm familiar with them.
Star Rail is the game.
Okay.
I was doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but that's pretty much the one I'm locked into right now.
Yeah. I have exited out of the game, so I'm gonna put us towards the middle again. Hang tight.
Hey, yo, Mega Man, which ones? So for a while, I was doing just Mega Man X because I was trying to get good at running it. It's another game that I got good at running. But lately it's been Star Force, which is but RPGs, Mega Man RPGs, the newer ones. They're not new. It's like from 2006, but newer than the other Mega Man games. Yeah, big fan of that.
Well, thank you so much, Lita, for joining me today. I didn't mean to cut you off, by the way.
I
thought you were done. I'm so sorry.
I was done babbling, but yeah, thank you. This has been super, super fun. So we should definitely hang out more. We should hang out a lot.
No, I very much enjoyed this. And for my people, again, if you're not following Lita, please go check her out. Incredible, as you can see, incredible streamer.
Yeah, well, you're an incredible streamer too. Guys, if you guys don't follow Aki in my chat, if you guys are hanging out, please, let's mutual follow agreement. Follow more vampires.
Yes, no, I appreciate you so much for joining me today. Thank you. I know that getting a message from a complete stranger on the internet being like, "Hey, what if I?"
That's totally. I responded to your message. I was totally interested. So yes, get that shout out on there. Thank you for doing the shout out.
No, I appreciate you so much for being here and just for sharing your space with me and just giving me some of your time. Because I really did enjoy this.
It's very fun.
If you, I don't know how you want to handle the end of it. If you want to end on your own or like raid separately, that's fine. If you
where do you want to raid? You got a target in mind?
I do actually. I have a couple targets. I have a couple of folks that I see online.
I will follow your.
We were talking about Resident Evil. One of my friends, Haru, is currently doing their first Resident Evil game, which is Resident Evil 6.
Oh, nice.
That
one's not very good.
Check that out.
Right?
Is that one not very good?
I don't think so.
Is that one of the bad ones?
I think it's 5 and 6. Or if you know what, that's awesome. Actually. Oh my gosh. We got it. Let's do it. Let's rate it. What's the raid? What's the name?
I will send you the link to the channel so that you can.
Wonderful. Okay.
Or would it be easier to send the name?
That's definitely a complicated name. I would not be 6 is the worst one. Yeah, that's the bad one.
Arune Sumire.
All right.
So that is where probably where I will head off. When can the people find you next?
My next stream is going to be on Tuesday. We're going to be doing more Star Force. I'm hoping to finish it. We did get through the best part of Star Force. It's kind of downhill after you fight my wife, but we'll move on from there. We're going to raid Haru. That's cool. And then on Thursday, we're going to finish Star Rail's current patch or the next patch and do a bunch of polls. So if you want to see me gamble, then that'll be Thursday. And where can everybody find you? You stream Wednesday through
Saturday. So I actually won't be streaming again until next Wednesday.
Okay.
I do drop like short form content. You can find it on where you find short form content. Um and then I do post to any of my socials. But I do appreciate everybody for being here today, including you, Lita.
I appreciate you.
Haru is a good friend of mine. She is a sweetheart, and she's not nearly as like vulgar as I am too, so it'll definitely be vibes.
I feel like we kept this a little bit little bit sweet, except for the gnarly kills. That's the only thing.
No, Haru is super fun and good people. For my community, you grab your raid message, post haste, and I will see you guys Wednesday.
All right, everybody, have a great rest of your night.
Have a good night, everybody.